of the Sooner State Showdown as Oral Roberts is on the road and begins a treacherous test away from home as they take on the Oklahoma Sooners. Hi, everybody. This is Connor Clark here on the ORU Sports Network. So glad you can make us a part of your Thursday evening festivities. And we've got a good one here just south of Oklahoma City as Oral Roberts tries to get back to 500 as they come into tonight's matchup at 2-3. Oklahoma at 2-2. Well, of course, Oral Roberts coming off of a win, a 20-point win over Haskell the other night at home on Tuesday to get them to 2-2 on that four-game homestand, 2-3 overall. And Oklahoma comes into this matchup off of a loss against Nebraska in what was dubbed a neutral site game, but it really wasn't, up at the Sanford Pentagon in Sioux Falls. They lost 105-99. So that sets the stage here tonight as Oral Roberts tries to stop what is a lengthy losing streak against Oklahoma. The Sooners lead the all-time series 16-2. The last two wins for Oral Roberts, the only two wins for Oral Roberts in this series, came in the 1975-76 season and then the 1976-77 season. So to give you a gist of how long it's been, well, it's been nearly a lifetime since Oral Roberts has toppled the Sooners. The last time these two teams met was on December 16th of 2020, where OU took that matchup 79-65 right here on this floor, and a pretty big name in the NBA right now, Austin Reeves, with an 18-point and 10-rebound double-double in that matchup. OU is 12-1 at home all-time against Oral Roberts. And let's get to know this OU squad here tonight as they take on the Golden Eagles. It's a dynamic offense, one that averages 91 points a game, and that features contests against Gonzaga and, of course, we just mentioned their loss against Nebraska. Both of those games losses, but this team knows how to score, and they know how to score in bunches. At least 6 Sooners have been in double figures at least one time this season. They have 4 players who average 10-plus a game. And OU is the only SEC team and one of 6 nationally to have 2 players averaging 19 points a game. That includes Xavier Brown and Nigel Pack. We'll dive into those two guys here in just a moment. But this is a new-look Sooner squad, and just like a lot of other squads around the country, they have 8 newcomers out of the 14 new players, and 3 of those returners didn't play last year due to a redshirt, so it's really more like 11 newcomers at least on the floor. Transfers include Xavier Brown, Nigel Pack, Darian Reed, and Tay Davis. The freshmen include Kai Rogers, Jake Hansen, Andreas Holst, and Finley Keefe. And then the redshirts from last year, Jadon Jones, Jeff Nwankwo, and Kual Attack. So that gives you a breakdown of who's new, who's returning, and who's returning but didn't play last year, just to give you a little bit of a gist of how complicated college athletics can be in the year 2025. Let's dive into the players to watch here for OU. It starts with number 1, Xavier Brown, averaging 19 a game. One of those 2 players averaging 19 a game, the transfer from St. Joseph's, and he was phenomenal at St. Joseph's. Was all A-10 team, first team last year. He was the A-10 Rookie of the Year 2 years ago, so that gives you a gist. He had 20 points against Nebraska. His 22nd 20-point effort in his career, and he's had at least 16 points a game in each of the 4 games the Sooners have played in thus far. Another player to watch out, the other person who scores 19 a game, that is number 9, Nigel Pack. He's tied for the team lead in scoring, as we just mentioned, and his freshman year was all the way back in the 2020-2021 season, so he's been in college for quite a while. He was a part of that 2022-23 Miami Hurricanes team that made it to the Canes' first Final Four in school history, if you remember that run. And he's one of 6 active players in the NCAA with at least 1,500 points and 350 assists. He leads the SEC with 17 threes on the young season, so a pretty capable shooter at that. And he's coming off of a 27-point performance against Nebraska last Saturday. Final player to watch, number 13, Tay Davis, the Notre Dame transfer, averaging 13 and 9. He started every game last year for the Irish. He's the team's 3rd leading scorer and the team's leading rebounder. And, oh, by the way, he's averaging 13 points a game without hitting a 3 so far this season. So those are the 3 names to look out for: Xavier Brown, Nigel Pack, and Tay Davis. On the other side for Oral Roberts, they had a pair of double-doubles against Haskell. That came from Luke Ray and Yudo Yamaduchi-Williams. Luke Ray with 14 and 12, and Yudo with 10 and 11. Ty Harper coming off of a nice performance as well. He's the team's leading scorer, averaging 16.6 points per game. Ofri Neve right behind him at 12.2 points per game. He's up to a 47% start from the field, so keep an eye on his efficiency. I know he gets to the line a lot, but when he gets his chance at 2, more times than not, he's going to make it. And Luke Ray, of course, coming off that double-double, and the 3-ball improvement has been so big for him. He was 4 of 20 from the field all of last year. This year, he's already 6 of 15 from downtown. So you can see that hard work he put into that jump shot over the offseason really coming to fruition right now. And Luke Ray has been off to an 8.8 per game start and a 4.2 per game rebound rate in his sophomore year with the Golden Eagles. So as the Empire Fence pregame show rolls on, we sit down with one of the assistant coaches, Donovan Williams, who had the scout of Oklahoma. We'll get his thoughts pregame, and we'll preview the rest of this matchup with him and how ORU can improve from the last 2 performances. Of course, a loss to Belmont and then that 20-point win against Haskell just days ago. So all that more is coming your way next. This is the Empire Fence pregame show right here on the ORU Sports Network.
Welcome to Lamar Outdoor Advertising, the largest outdoor advertising company in the U.S. and one of the most successful operators in the outdoor advertising industry. We offer advertising in 2/3 of the top 50 markets in the country, as well as over 100 years of experience to help you make the most of this valuable marketing tool. Please visit our website, www.lamar.com, to learn more about our award-winning team and services. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter, too. Let us know how we can best assist you when we return to the line.
Basketball season is here, so let racers make sure you're on the ball for entertaining. Make it easy with our ready-to-grill items, like our jalapeno poppers and kebabs. We have fan favorites, like our sandwich trays from the deli, or team-themed cakes and cupcakes in the bakery. Racers, the official grocery store of the ORU Golden Eagles.
This is number 7, Martin Skills, and you're listening to Golden Eagles basketball on ORU Sports Network.
Golden Eagle basketball is right around the corner. Time to get you geared up with everything you need to know with the Empire Fence pregame interview. Here's Connor Clark.
Welcome back to the Empire Fence pregame show. It's pregame interview time. It's Connor Clark sitting down with the assistant coach, Donovan Williams, ahead of Oklahoma here tonight. Coach, obviously a big game for your squad here tonight and taking on another power conference opponent after a pretty quick turnaround. Just an overall thought about your squad heading into this game and just the way that they've been able to turn around pretty quickly after playing 2 nights ago.
Yeah, no, we're excited. Opportunity to get a chance to play right away. As we continue to grow and develop as a team, it's something that you try to prepare yourself for, as you get ready for the conference tournament, because it's going to be quick turnarounds, quick adjustments that need to be made, quick recovery time. So we're excited for the opportunity and looking forward to it.
Now, last night, or 2 nights ago, rather, you guys had 2 guys in double-doubles as well with Udo and Luke, and were able to crash the boards pretty significantly against kind of an undersized Haskell team. But how do you bring that momentum into a game like this against Oklahoma where you know that they're going to be a little bit bigger and a little bit more athletic down low?
Yeah, it's toughness and physicality is something that we continue to preach, to all our guys, especially our bigs. The paint is very physical down there. And for those guys to go out and get double-doubles last night, I think that was huge for them and for our team. And that's something we definitely need them to carry over, as we get ready to go and play a physical, tough Oklahoma team.
You guys have played a similar opponent with Oklahoma State a few weeks ago in the season opener. Do you feel like you can carry lessons from that game into tonight's matchup?
Yeah, absolutely. I think anytime you can go play in a hostile environment, I think you grow and you learn a lot about yourself and a lot about your team. So this is another opportunity for us, playing an in-state opponent, another team that a lot of people here are very familiar with. And, I think it'd be a lot of excitement to the game, and we're really looking forward to it.
Now, looking at Oklahoma, they've got a pretty dynamic offense. They've got 4 guys who average double figures. They average 91 points a game, and that's including contests against Gonzaga and Nebraska most recently. What do you notice about their offense, and what do you think makes them click the most offensively to have such a high efficient output?
Yeah, I would say their guard play. They have 2 of the nation's best and most efficient guards in Xavier Brown and Nigel Pack. Both of those guys have been in college for a couple of years now, and play with great pace. They can both shoot it. They can both get downhill. They're quick twitch. So, trying to slow those two guys down is going to be huge for us. We're going to do some different things to try to mix it up and try to keep them off balance. But, those guys have been, that backcourt has been as good as any, here in the nation so far.
Yeah, both of them shoot over 50%. The team shooting nearly 50% as a squad. If you round up, then they are. And they scored 99 points on Saturday night at Sioux Falls playing Nebraska. And, of course, they end up losing. But most of the time when you score 99, you're probably going to win the game. What did you notice, just kind of what they were able to run and how they were able to get open shots? Because I know they started that game pretty hot.
Yeah, no, again, their guards are very dynamic. They do a lot of things for them, trying to get them downhill, try to get them in space to be able to create for themselves and others. Similar to us, it's early in the season. They got a relatively new team, so they're continuing to trying to grow and learn and develop and gel together. I know they're coming off a tough loss in Nebraska the other night. So I know against us, they're going to try to correct some things. And, we're trying to continue to get better each and every night. We're out on the floor as well. So it should be a good one. I'm really looking forward to seeing our guys play.
Now, the 3-point percentage is significantly lower than their overall field goal percentage. It's a area of their game where they're still kind of trying to figure it out. How do you go about forcing more of those longer shots defensively and making Oklahoma's night a little bit tougher?
Yeah, big thing for us. We got to guard the paint. We got to limit easy transition baskets for them. Easy half court baskets for them. Dunks and layups. We can't allow any of those. You got to make them just try to work for everything. You got to be very disruptive with our ball pressure and have high command and voices. With our ball screen coverages. So we're going to continue to try to just make it tough on them, and looking forward to it.
I know you guys like to play fast offensively and defensively. How do you think that plays as an advantage for you guys coming into tonight's matchup? And you mentioned trying to disrupt their flow and potentially speed them up a little bit. Yeah,
I think our pace is something that makes us hard to guard at times. And, the more we can get out and transition, get easy looks, continue to create advantages to try to create shots for some of our better shooters, the better. In retrospect, they play very fast as well. So I think, for us being able to try to make them play a little bit slower pace, try to take them out of some of their key actions that they look to try to exploit. And, obviously tough physical rebounds to finish possession is going to be huge for us.
Obviously, Ty Harper's been a real bright spot for you guys offensively, coming off of multiple 20-point games last week against Tulsa and Belmont. How do you keep his offensive momentum rolling and as well simultaneously getting others involved? Because I know you've had also good performances from Luke Ray and Connor Dow in that scenario as well.
Yeah, no, Ty's been a very good player for us, and we're excited for him. And as he continues to grow into his role this year, he brings a level of experience and athleticism out there for us, and we want him to just continue to be a leader of this team, and continue to try to put guys in the right position to be successful.
Well, Coach, thanks so much for the time as always, and good luck tonight.
Yes, thank you.
Well, starting lineups and tip-off are coming.
Family owned and operated since 1969, the Don Thornton Automotive Group is driven to make car buying easy and your ownership experience exceptional. Tulsa's choice for performance and luxury. Audi Tulsa, Don Thornton Cadillac, Jaguar Land Rover Tulsa, Don Thornton Volkswagen, and Lexus of Tulsa. Visit any of their dealerships on Memorial in Midtown or online at donthorntonauto.com.
Looking for delicious fried and rotisserie chicken? Look no further than Waldo's Chicken. Our Southern-style scratch-made sides are the perfect complement to our mouth-watering chicken. With dine-in, drive-through, and catering options, we got you covered for all occasions. Let us handle your next fundraising event, team lunch, or family gathering with our full-service catering options. Enjoy all your favorite sports with lots of TVs, and don't miss out on our daily food and drink specials each week. With 2 convenient locations at Broken Arrow's Tiger Hill Plaza and 71st and Yale. Waldo's Chicken, the best fried chicken in Oklahoma.
Adventure, comfort, safety. The Acura MDX has it all. Perfect for family trips or weekend getaways. The Acura MDX keeps you connected, comfortable, and confident on every road. Drive one today at Grubbs Acura of Tulsa, where luxury meets peace of mind. The MDX, your journey elevated.
This is number 20, Lane Sparks, and you're listening to Golden Eagle Basketball on ORU Sports Network.
Golden Eagle basketball is coming your way right now. Time for tip-off on the ORU Sports Network.
Back here from Norman as we're just moments away from tip-off between Oklahoma and Oral Roberts. Connor Clark here with you on the ORU Sports Network. So glad you can make us a part of your Thursday night festivity. Should be a good one here just south of Oklahoma City as the Umpire Fence pregame show wraps up and we rev up for some basketball. Two interstate rivals going at it yet again. Once again, Oklahoma leads the all-time series 16-2. Oral Roberts looking for their first win over the Sooners since the late 70s. So trying to make some history here in the program. And some notes heading into this game from the head coach, Corey Barnett, that we heard in our coaches show on Monday. If you were able to tune into that, rather. The Belmont game was really the first time that this team faced adversity. They didn't lean into each other. That's something that they are going to face here tonight. And it'll be interesting to see what the response is from said group tonight because this is a long, athletic, and, of course, that offense for Oklahoma can be scary when you look at it on paper. But this team, of course, has bought into this system, and it'll be fun to see them compete against some of the best athletes in the country. Now, an area they also need to improve on, according to the head coach, is just the connectivity that this group has. Now, they do have it to a certain extent, but it needs to be better, and he cited that Belmont's connectivity was a lot better than theirs in that 23-point loss on homecoming, a result that I don't really think anybody thought was going to happen. And so that needs to improve here tonight as well. And what was the mental prep like in between the games? I know it's physical, the game of basketball, but when you play 48 hours apart, it's a lot about the mental, and that is going to be a huge focal point tonight. When you talk about the physical, how are they going to average their quote-unquote 48, which is the average seconds between whistles in a ball game? Their goal is to give it their all in those 48 seconds, kind of break it up into intervals, as we heard Coach Barnett say on the Coaches Show a couple of days ago. So some important notes there from the head man, KB, in his first season. Let's get you the starting lineups. Here first for the visiting Oral Roberts Golden Eagles. It starts with Jack Turner, Ty Harper, Connor Dow, Ofri Neve, and Luke Gray. The head coach, Corey Barnett, in his first season with a record of 2-3, assisted by Corey Alford, Van Green, Donovan Williams, Will Saxon, Isaac Green, and Steve Upshaw. Starting lineup for the hosting Sooners here tonight. It starts with a couple of the players we said to watch. Xavier Brown, Muhammad Wagi, Nigel Pack, Tay Davis, and Darian Reed. The head coach for the Sooners in his fifth season is Porter Mosier, a 76-61 record with the Sooners. His 22nd season overall as a head coach, he's 369 and 303. He's assisted by Clayton Custer, Ryan Humphrey, Brock Morris, Josh Oppenheimer, and Justin Scott. And, well, if that Clayton Custer name rings the bell, it should. He was that point guard for that Loyola Chicago team who made it all the way to the Final Four under Porter Mosier in 2018. He had a stint here with OU from 2021 to 2023, went back to his alma mater at Loyola Chicago for a year, and now he's back on Porter Mosier's staff down in Oklahoma as he embarks on his fifth season as the head coach. Of course, one of the hottest names in the coaching business coming out of Loyola Chicago. It's so much success with the Ramblers. A couple of regular season Missouri Valley Conference titles and a couple of Missouri Valley Conference tournament titles. A Final Four appearance and a Sweet 16 appearance in that COVID tournament when they took down the number 1 seed Illinois, which many thought they were going to win the entire thing that year. So he's got a couple of big-time wins in his tenure. So again, Oral Roberts and Oklahoma. Sooners with a dynamic offense, 91 points a game. They shoot it at a 49% rate as a team. So that is something that definitely jumps off the page. However, they don't have as much success from beyond the arc, just 34.1% in that area. They're 2-0 here at the Lloyd Noble Center. Oral Roberts on the other end, averaging 77.2 points a game. They give up 76 points a game. They're 0-1 on the road, and they've been good in the turnover battle this year, averaging 14.6. They do have a +2 margin in that one. It's going to be the rebounding that's going to be the story here tonight. How will Oral Roberts respond on the glass? Yes, they dominated the rebounding battle against Haskell a few nights ago, but what are they going to do against a very long and athletic Oklahoma team here tonight? Oral Roberts will open up. They'll go right to left as we see it right next to the ORU bench. Oklahoma going left to right. ORU in the road navy blue uniforms with a gold trim. They got white lettering and numbering on the front and the back of the jerseys that is outlined in gold. OU goes with a home white uniforms with Oklahoma written across the chest in that maroon/scarlet color. They got the scarlet numbering and lettering on each side of the jersey, and they got the scarlet stripe and the OU at the bottom of the right short leg. And that is the look they roll with here tonight. Well, this is game one of what is a lengthy road trip for Oral Roberts, a 5-game road trip. They'll embark to Fort Myers, Florida for the Coconut Hoops Invitational starting next Monday. The team will depart on Sunday, and they'll play Florida Gulf Coast, Kennesaw State, and Rice in that one. And then they'll go right into the Big Sky Summit League Challenge, where they will go to Salt Lake City and face off against Weber State before finally returning home on December the 6th to take on Montana State in the second and final game of the Big Sky Summit League Challenge. Well, Connor Clark here with you on the ORU Sports Network. So glad you're able to join us for some good hoops here today. It is Luke Ray and Muhammad Wagi to jump it at center court. They're on top of the interlocked OU logo. Ball's in the air, and it's one back by Wagi, and we're underway here from the Lloyd Noble Center as Oklahoma will bring it up, led by point guard Xavier Brown. Bounces it top of the key to Wagi, who surveys. Wagi, a handoff. Brown, lob back door, and Tay Davis couldn't lay it in off the catch. He got his own rebound, though. Kicks it out between the circles. Wagi wants to drive inside on Gray, goes to the right hand, layup up, no good. Rebound ripped down by Dow, is poked away for a moment. And he gets it right back. Jack Turner corrals, and ORU has the basketball and a stop to begin the ball game here tonight. Connor Dow with it left of the circle, being guarded by Darian Reed. Now up top for Jack Turner, who goes right around a Luke Gray screen at the wing. Top of the key for Gray, thought about the three. Now for Dow, a couple handoffs. Harper, his first touch, top of the key. 8 seconds to go on the timer. Harper picked up his dribble, 5 seconds to go. Turner's got to go. Turner over to Dow. He's left open for three. Fires at the buzzer. Too strong off the back rim. Rebound being battled for, and it's ripped down by Xavier Brown. Brown hands off Reed. In rhythm three, right of the circle. Too strong. Rebound back tap by Gray. Loose on the deck. Nigel Pack comes up with it. He'll fire a left wing three. Got it. So that's how the scoring starts. Nigel Pack, his 18th three of the year. And it's a 3-0 OU lead. ORU with the basketball. Ofri Neve with it right in the circle. Neve coming off of a 15-point performance this season high against Haskell. He's got it between the circles after a handoff from Dow. Has a mismatch on Wagi. Tries to spin inside, but Nigel Pack picked him off. Here comes Oklahoma. Pack lead to the break against Harper. Tough layup goes down. Well, Harper had him all tied up. Well, Nigel Pack able to lay it in over him. Now here's Harper left of the circle. Dances inside, kicks it out straight on three. Luke Gray on the way. Too strong yet again. A couple of good looks for ORU behind the arc, but they're unable to convert either of them. Now foul call on Ty Harper as he gets tied up with Oklahoma's Tay Davis. That is the first on Harper, first on the Golden Eagles as a team, as Nigel Pack will inbound it right in front of us. Gets it into the backcourt for Tay Davis. Mentioned him earlier, the Notre Dame transfer. Goes right to the circle, being guarded by Dow. Now wants to drive baseline. Spins on the right block. Goes back to the right hand. Muscles his way up. No good. And the rebound to Dow. Here comes ORU. Turner up the near sideline. Turner left wing. Wanted to give it over to Dow. He wasn't on the same page, but a loose ball ends up in the hands of Neve. Now Neve's got it right wing. Neve, a handoff. Harper with 15 on the timer. Harper against Tay Davis. Harper to the free throw line. Steps through, kicks it out. Turner left wing three. Too strong. Offensive rebound for Neve. Extra dribble. He's able to lay it in with the right hand. Beautiful stuff from Ofri Neve, and ORU is on the board. It's 5-2 with 17:30 left to go in the first half. On the other side for Oklahoma, it's Brown. Uses a screen to the top of the key. Now for Nigel Pack. Right back to Brown, right wing. Brown uses a screen. It's slipped by Davis. Now he'll re-screen. Brown, top of the key. Finally gives it up. Wagi circles around, left elbow. Now into the corner for Reed. Reed drives inside the painted area. Wild right-handed shot is good off the glass. Darian Reed in the scoring column for the first time tonight. And Oklahoma with a 7-2 lead. 17 minutes left to go in this first half. Harper with it right wing, 20 to shoot now up top for Neve. They swing it around left wing for Dow. Dow with a skip pass, nobody home. He threw it into the front row. And an early turnover. A couple of substitutions for Oklahoma. We get our first look at Jeff Nwankwo, redshirt senior from Oklahoma City, and the sophomore Dayton Forsythe from Dale, Oklahoma. guy who's heavily recruited by ORU. He'll run the point right now. Forsythe's just shy of half court, now working on Turner. Davis with it off the pass in between the circles. Davis, left-handed drive all the way in and scores. ORU wants to push the pace. They're down 7-9-2. Turner gives it up. Harper thought about the long-range three. Now he'll step back and reset. Harper, Reed Corrales gets inside. Left-handed layup, no good. He did beat Nwako to the dish, but here comes OU on the other side. Forsythe right wing. Nwako, top of the key, straight on three. Left it short, rebound down. He's got three of them already. Here comes Oral Roberts, Jack Turner. He's on the far sideline now, right wing. 16:09 left to go in the first. Turner, a couple of hesitations, drives inside with the right hand. Wild shot, no good, and the rebound ripped down by Nwako. OU wants to push, far sideline with Pack. Skip pass and right into the arms of Corey Alford. And a similar-looking turnover for Oklahoma as ORU had moments ago, and that'll send us to our first timeout here at the Lloyd Noble Center. Quick start for the Sooners. They lead it 9-2. We'll be back in a moment on the ORU Sports Network.
Life comes at you fast, whether it's starting a family, making the most out of your side hustle, or anything else financial. Sometimes you just need to talk to someone. That's what we do. We're TTCU Federal Credit Union, and we're here to get you where you want to go. Our money experts can help build your credit, figure out your budgets, and even help plan your savings goals. Together, we've got this. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
At Bill Knight Ford, we're proud to bring you the power of four with Bill Knight Ford of Tulsa, Stillwater, Bartlesville, and now our all-new location in Veneta. You have access to a wider selection of vehicles, more service options, and a dedicated team.
Get the 2025 F-150 Super Crew for just $48,990 or the 2025 Explorer for just $43,660, both with 3.9% financing.
Visit any of our four locations to experience the power of four for yourself or shop BillKnightAuto.com today.
WAC. Looking for delicious fried and rotisserie chicken? Look no further than Waldo's Chicken. Our Southern-style scratch-made sides are the perfect complement to our mouth-watering chicken. With dine-in, drive-through, and catering options, we got you covered for all occasions. Let us handle your next fundraising event, team lunch, or family gathering with our full-service catering options. Enjoy all your favorite sports with lots of TVs, and don't miss out on our daily food and drink specials each week. With two convenient locations at Broken Arrows, Tiger Hill Plaza, and 71st and Yale. Waldo's Chicken, the best fried chicken in Oklahoma.
This number 5, Connor Down. You're listening to Golden Eagle Basketball on ORU Sports Network.
Looking to score big on your next event? Check out Marriott Tulsa Southern Hills, now partnering with the Ruffin Event Center next door. With 100,000 square feet of event space combined, it's a strong play for gatherings of any size. Visit our website or call 918-493-7000 to book your stay or event today. Marriott Tulsa Southern Hills and Ruffin Event Center, where every stay feels like a championship win. Quick 9-2 start for Oklahoma. 15:56 left to go here in Norman in the first half. Connor Clark here with you on the ORU Sports Network. And so far, it has been Nigel Pack in the scoring column. He's made his first two shots. He's got 5 points. Davis and Reed each with a pair, and Ofri Neve with the only 2 for ORU, who's off to a 1 of 6 start for the field. OU 4 of 9 from the field, 1 of 3 from beyond the arc. As Cal Furnish checks into the game for the first time, as well as Yuto Yamanuchi Williams. For Oral Roberts, it is ORU ball out of the timeout. Furnish will inbound it right in front of us, going right to left for the Golden Eagles. Gets it into Neve, who's guarded straight up by Darian Reed as he brings it across half court. Dow hands it right back off to Neve towards half court. He's over to the right wing now for Yamanuchi Williams. A handoff for Dow, who circles around right wing. Dow looking for some sort of help, bounces it over for Furnish. Furnish with 14 to shoot. Furnish top of the key now with 11. Gives it over left wing for Neve. Neve being harassed. Neve gives it up. Yamanuchi Williams with 4 seconds. Yamanuchi Williams, tough runner. That one got partially blocked, and OU scoops up the loose ball. Here comes Forsythe up the near side. They're playing 4-on-5 right now. A player down behind the play. Forsythe gets tied up inside, and it'll be a foul on Neve. That is the first foul on Ofri Neve, the second team foul on Oral Roberts. And OU will inbound it underneath their own basket, and it will be the man who got fouled. And Dayton Forsythe. Forsythe searching for Pack. He's got him far corner. Up top Inside, Reed spinning on down, quickly gets double teamed. Now Wagi outside, gives it top of the key for Pack, who circles around the screen. Pack free throw line, lobs it underneath, a little bit short. Wagi's able there to recover, and he lays it in. 11-2 start for Oklahoma, under 15 minutes left to play here in this first half. Harper and company looking for something offensively. He's got it left wing. Harper gets bumped on the inside, and Forsythe will get called for the foul, his first and the team's first.
That's his first and the team's first.
It'll be ORU ball underneath the basket. To do Sooners, Xavier Brown and Tay Davis, a couple of starters back into the game as Pack and Reed will take a seat. 14:53 left to go in this first half. 11-2 Oklahoma. ORU with just the one made field goal. Yamanuchi Williams up the inbounds pass, gives it to Neve, top of the key. Neve looking. Neve hands off right in the circle for Furnish, who will bring it towards the OU logo at 12. Furnish over to Dow, deep right wing. Dow slithers through a couple of defenders, dumps it off for Neve. Neve got it stripped for the moment. On the floor, Davis and a couple of Sooners. And here comes Oklahoma after the loose ball. Wagi leading the break, nearly lost it, stops at the elbow, hands it off inside, and Davis couldn't hit the layup, and it's knocked out of bounds back to Oral Roberts. And here comes Jack Turner back into the ball game for Oral Roberts. Takes the spot of Ty Harper. ORU out to just a 1 of 7 start, 0 of 3 from downtown. 6-0 run for Oklahoma over the last 2:42. And for Oklahoma, it'll be Jadon Jones, senior from Long Beach. Did not play against Nebraska, but seeing early minutes here against Oral Roberts as Turner's got it right in the circle. Now Dow swings it around. Yamanuchi Williams left wing. Gets his way to the free throw line. Yamanuchi Williams back outside for Dow with 16. Dow nearly stumbled with it. Gave it up just in time for Furnish before he traveled. Now Furnish gets trapped in the corner. Gives it up for Dow. Extra pass. They swing it right wing for Neve. Neve works his way inside around Forsythe and lays it in. So for Neve with all 4 for Oral Roberts. Somehow evaded the block attempt from Ogie. And it is 11-4. First points in over 3 minutes. Now Davis on the other side for OU. A skip pass for Jones, who will let a 3 fly. Got fouled on the release. And Dow, the guilty party. 3 free throws coming up for Jadon Jones.
That was called by Connor Tell of Oral Roberts, his first and the team third.
Jones has not scored this year, so looking for his first point. He played 4 seasons at Long Beach State before redshirting at Oklahoma last year. Had 29 starts 2 seasons ago. Averaged 12 and 3 for Long Beach State, and he knocks down the first free throw. Second one on the way, and it is good. 13:47 left to go in this first half. 13-4 Oklahoma. As in for the first time, it'll be Kual attack. Redshirt freshman from Fort Worth. Takes a spot of Wagi. Third and final free throw coming up for Jadon Jones. Handful of dribbles for him, flings it up with the left hand, and he connects on all 3. It's a 10-point OU advantage. Well, Roberts will bring it up with Cal Furnish, far sideline. He's across half court. Bounces it. Yamanuchi Williams right back to Furnish between the circles. Furnish over for Turner. Extra pass left corner. Neve drives inside. Neve hangs, working inside on attack. Neve got it blocked. Got the loose ball back. He'll lay it up with the right hand and scores. Neve all 6 for Oral Roberts here in the early going. Here comes Oklahoma up the near side with Brown. Makes a nice crossover on Turner. Wakes his way to the corner. Up top now, Davis straight on 3. Rattles in and out. And the rebound to Oral Roberts. Here comes Jack Turner. Turner racing ahead the far sideline. Uses a screen. Gets his way into the right corner. Now drives baseline. Turner extra pass. Furnace will now drive baseline. And his pass intended for Turner tapped out of bounds. It will remain Oral Roberts' ball. Chase Martin checks in for the first time for Connor Dow. And Jack Turner will actually not throw it in. It'll be Cal Furnish to do it. It's kind of an interesting note. A lot of Loyola Chicago in the building. Of course, Turner transferring from there. Then Porter Mosier, the former lap. Turner played for Drew Valentine last season. Send a shoot for the Golden Eagles. Yamanuchi Williams, top of the key. Trying to get it to Turner in the corner, but it's picked off by Xavier Brown. Here comes OU across half court. Jones with it left wing, extra pass, attack left corner three, good. The Kowal attack, just a 31% three-point shooter, knocks down his first look. And OU back up 11, 17-6. Just over 12 and a half left to go in this first half. Turner thought about it. Now top of the key for Furnish. Extra pass, Yamanuchi Williams, left wing three, well off the mark. But Martin races down the rebound. Martin gets trapped in the corner, back outside for Udo. Extra pass, Neve, they still swing it. Right wing now for Furnish with 13 on the timer. Between the circles, Neve. Neve bounces it underneath Udo, floater up and rattles home with 7 on the timer. Nice pass from Ofri Neve, and Udo Yamanuchi Williams gets on the board at 17-8. 12 minutes left to go in this first half. Forsythe with it for OU. Now top of the key for Davis. Gives it right back to Forsythe. Forsythe around the screen. Whips it out for Jones. Straight on three on the way. Missed it short, and Turner will let the rebound knock all the way out of bounds, and that'll send us to another timeout. Well, Oral Roberts starting to see some success on offense, but they still are trailing by 9. It is Oklahoma 17, Oral Roberts 8. We'll be back in a moment. This is Golden Eagle Basketball on the ORU Sports Network.
Family owned and operated since 1969, the Don Thornton Automotive Group is driven to make car buying easy and your ownership experience exceptional. Tulsa's choice for performance and luxury. Audi Tulsa, Don Thornton Cadillac, Jaguar Land Rover Tulsa, Don Thornton Volkswagen, and Lexus of Tulsa. Visit any of their dealerships on Memorial in Midtown or online at donthorntonauto.com.
Looking for delicious fried and rotisserie chicken? Look no further than Waldo's Chicken. Our Southern-style scratch-made sides are the perfect complement to our mouth-watering chicken. With dine-in, drive-through, and catering options, we got you covered for all occasions. Let us handle your next fundraising event, team lunch, or family gathering with our full-service catering options. Enjoy all your favorite sports with lots of TVs, and don't miss out on our daily food and drink specials each week. With 2 convenient locations at Broken Arrows, Tiger Hill Plaza, and 71st and Yale. Waldo's Chicken, the best fried chicken in Oklahoma.
Adventure, comfort, safety. The Acura MDX has it all. Perfect for family trips or weekend getaways. The Acura MDX keeps you connected, comfortable, and confident on every road. Drive one today at Grubbs Acura of Tulsa, where luxury meets peace of mind. The MDX, your journey elevated.
What's going on? This is Luke Gray. You're listening to ORU Basketball on the ORU Sports Network.
The newly renovated Embassy Suites Hotel is an official partner of ORU Athletics. The All Suites Hilton property features made-to-order breakfast and a nightly reception for our guests. All new just for you, our full-service hotel will take care of ORU fans like no one else. Give them a call at 918-622-4000. A 17-8 start for OU here at home, just south of Oklahoma City in Norman. Connor Clark here with you on the ORU Sports Network. It's Oklahoma 17, ORU 8, 11:52 left to go in this first half. Oral Roberts shooting 4 of 12 from the field, still 0 from 3, 0 of 4. As for Oklahoma, they're 6 of 14 from the field, 2 of 6 from beyond the arc. Scoring leaders thus far for both sides. It is Nigel Pack with 5 points. He's 2 of 2 from the field. Ofri Neve's got 6 of ORU's 8 points. He's 3 of 4 on 3 layups, and he has assisted on the only other bucket, which goes to Udo Yamanuchi Williams. So it has been the Ofri Neve show here in the early going from Norman. ORU ball out of the timeout. They go right to left as we see it. Chase Martin bounces into Cal Furnish, and here we go. Furnish angles right, hands it off for Martin. Now between the circles for Turner. A lob pass to the elbow. Yamanuchi Williams underneath. Martin thought he got fouled, but it's poked away. Here comes Oklahoma. Leading the break, Davis stops at the top of the key, gives it up for Pack, who's back in the game. He's at midcourt. Dribbles all the way over in front of us to the right sideline. Gives it over for Xavier Brown. Now top of the key. Wagi hands it over for Reed. Top of the key, Davis. They swing it around with 14 to shoot for Brown. They get Pack off of a screen. Pack top of the key. Got Martin in the air. Dribbles inside of the paint. Spins back outside. Reed with 7. Reed dribbles in with the left hand. Stops to the block. Got shut off by Turner quite nicely. Free throw line now for Wagi with 1 second. They kick it out into the corner. Did he get the 3 off? Davis. It goes off the rim and over the backboard anyway. And out of bounds back to Oral Roberts. So nice defensive stand there from ORU. Probably the best so far in this first half. And a chance to cut into this Sooner lead 17-8. Turner with it. Bounces it top of the key for Yamanuchi Williams. Hands off now for Harper. Same spot. Harper with a jab step. Bounces it right wing for Martin. Martin a handoff for Furnish with 12 to shoot. Furnish well far away from the basket. Catches Martin on a slip. Beautiful move. Extra pass. Harper left wing 3. Too strong. And the rebound ripped down by Reed. Here comes Oklahoma. Reed across the timeline. They'll slow it down, and Engel left to the wing, being guarded by Martin. Now into the corner. Backing down, that's Davis. Wild skip pass opposite corner. They swing it. Pack long range three. He's 3 for 3. Nigel Pack with 8 quick ones. And Oklahoma back up 12, 20-8. Furnish on the other side for ORU right wing. Now at half court for Turner. Yamanuchi Williams left wing. 20 to shoot for ORU. Yamanuchi Williams, he'll pull up from 18 feet off the front of the rim. And the rebound to Brown and OU. Here comes Xavier Brown on the far sideline. Brown top of the key, gets screen to the right, works his way in, lobs it underneath, and the slam home for Muhammad Wagi. A beautiful pass for Xavier Brown, and a timeout called by Oral Roberts. Largest lead for Oklahoma here in the early going. They're up 22-8. 10:01 left to go in this first half. It is a 30-second timeout as Oral Roberts, again, searching for anything on the offensive side. Again, the Woes continue to score 14, and they really haven't gotten anything close to the painted area. They've been hanging around the perimeter. Got to give Oklahoma credit defensively. They've done a nice job, especially off of the switches on the screens. But ORU looking for an answer out of the timeout, their first one. Connor Clark here with you on the ORU Sports Network. It is 22-8 Oklahoma. And Nigel Pack has been the story early. 3 of 3 from the field, 2 of 2 from beyond the arc. As we mentioned earlier, coming off 27-3 and 4 against Nebraska at the Sanford Pentagon. The redshirt senior from Indianapolis, Indiana, started his career at Kansas State and most recently transferred from Miami over to Oklahoma. So Harper and company will bring it across half court out of the timeout. Harper dribbles right to the wing. Now crosses back over to the left. Kicks it out. Dow will fire left wing three, but it was partially blocked by Reed. Here comes Oklahoma. Brown on the far sideline. Brown drives in from the left wing. Gets inside. Got it blocked by Dow. He continues to just do that so well this season. And that'll stay with Oklahoma as Turner tried to throw it off of Tay Davis, but he stepped on the end line before he did so in the corner. Connor Dow is top 25 in the country in blocks. He shows you why right there. ORU also top 25 in blocks as a team this year, as OU will hand it off to Brown at midcourt. Brown being guarded by Turner, gets a screen to the left by Davis, works his way to the wing, now top of the key. Inside, tough take with the left hand, no good, but a late whistle and a foul, and it'll be Jeff Nwankwo going to the line for 2. The foul is on Chase Martin, his first. Team's fourth. So Nwankwo to the line. Transfer from Cali College. Redshirted last season due to injury, but started all 34 games 2 seasons ago as he makes the first one there. Makes it 23-8. Oklahoma offering a Bay back in. They'll take the spot of Chase Martin. Kind of crazy note about Nwankwo. He began his college career as a football player at Tulane, was an all-state player for Putnam City North High School in Oklahoma as the second free throw rattles in. 24-8 Oklahoma. Been all Sooners early. 9:25 left to go in the first half. Turner gives it up great top of the key, right back to Turner. Turner surveys, nothing given. Now gives the screen by Dow to the right, into the right corner for Gray with 15 to shoot. Looking for Dow off the screen, he's got him. Dow drives inside baseline, extra pass. Harper wanted to give over to Turner. He skipped it, and now he drives all the way inside, and he lays it in with the right hand. Ty Harper on the board with his first 2, 24-10 now. Brown, Euro step inside, gives it off for Reed. Extra pass. Davis got a block from behind, and now a late whistle and a foul called on Neve. So that'll be the second on Ofri Neve. And back to the free throw line goes Oklahoma. They're a perfect 5 of 5 from the free throw line. Tay Davis, a 72% free throw shooter this season. Davis with only 2 dribbles for him, and he throws the first one up, and it rims in and out. Forsythe back into the game for Oklahoma as he takes the spot of Darian Reed. Chase Martin will check back in, and Ofri Neve is going to have to take a seat with those 2 fouls. And 8:54 left to go in this first half. 24-10, Oklahoma lead. One more for Tay Davis at the free throw line. A pair of dribbles for him, flings it up with the right hand, and he missed them both. And the rebound ripped down by Forsythe. Smallest guy on the floor. Gives it up for Nigel Pack. Pack left wing. Flares it over for Brown right wing. Brown trying to get around Harper. Hands it off. Inside. Nice spin move. A jump off for Davis. He lays it in. Great pass from Nwanko to Davis. And he makes up for the two misses at the stripe for a layup there. And Jack Turner brings it across the half-court line for ORU. Gives it left wing for Harper. Harper dribbles baseline with the left hand. Got shut off by Pack. Now gives it to Turner. Dangerous pass. Turner trying to get around Forsythe. Tough, wild shot. Up no good. Offensive rebound. Martin, he tried to throw it off of a defender. Who will it go to? And it'll stay with Oral Roberts. Luke Ray subs out. Yamanuchi Williams back in. And Wagi back in for OU. Forsythe is begging Porter Mosher to review that play, but they're not going to. Turner inbound underneath his own basket for Oral Roberts. Turner, a lob pass in between the circles, and Martin will let it go into the backcourt where he retrieves it. Martin gives it up for Dow. Thought about the left wing three. Now Dow gets inside, skips it out. Turner left open for three. He knocks it down. First three ball of the ball game for Oral Roberts, courtesy of Jack Turner. And it brings ORU back within 13. 8 minutes left to go in this first half. Brown with it for OU across half court. Angles towards that far sideline. Brown working on Turner. Gets a screen to the right, top of the circle. Now Brown weaves his way inside left block. Kicks it back out for Forsythe with 15. Forsythe against Dow, top of the key. Now left wing, three ball on the way. Well off the mark from Nwanko. And the rebound to Yamanuchi Williams. Chance here for Oral Roberts. He can cut it to 10 with a three. Harper pushes it left wing. Harper with a couple of crossovers. Trying to get around Davis. Harper caught inside the paint. Harper throws up a wild left-handed shot, nowhere close. He had nowhere to go with it. Now here comes Oklahoma. Nwanko leading the break. Nwanko gets a screen, top of the key. Now works his way to the free throw line. Outside left wing for Brown. Brown with 20. Hands off for Forsythe. Same spot. He'll work his way to the OU logo. Now Wagi, free lane to the basket. Spins inside on Yamanuchi Williams. Lays it in. 28-13, Oklahoma. 7 minutes left to go here in this first half. Harper, left wing, trying to get around Forsythe. Harper, extra skip pass. Almost too tall for Dow. He's able to tap it to himself and keep it in bounds. Now handoff from Yamanuchi Williams to Turner at half court. Turner tried to split the double team. It got kicked, and now a foul on the reach in by Nwankwo. And that'll send us to the under 8 media timeout. Oklahoma holding on to a 15-point lead. It's the Sooners 28 and the Golden Eagles 13. Don't go anywhere. Back in a moment. This is Golden Eagle basketball right here on the ORU Sports Network.
Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Pryor continues with our most successful promotion in decades. Patriot asks, are you upside down in your current vehicle? Meaning you owe more than it's worth. Let Patriot in Pryor get you out of that upside down vehicle with Patriot's exclusive $20,000 negative equity assistance program. Plus, enjoy up to $15,000 off new Ram trucks, Jeep Grand Cherokees, and Dodge Chargers. Get to Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Pryor today. Ram MSRP $81,975.
Basketball season is here, so let racers make sure you're on the ball for entertaining. Make it easy with our ready-to-grill items, like our jalapeno poppers and kebabs. We have fan favorites, like our sandwich trays from the deli, or team-themed cakes and cupcakes in the bakery. Reese's, the official grocery store of the ORU Golden Eagles.
At Bill Knight Ford, we're proud to bring you the power of four. With Bill Knight Ford of Tulsa, Stillwater, Bartlesville, and now our all-new location in Veneta. You have access to a wider selection of vehicles, more service options, and a dedicated team.
Get the 2025 F-150 Super Crew for just $48,990 or the 2025 Explorer for just $43,660, both with 3.9% financing.
Visit any of our four locations to experience the power of four for yourself or shop BillKnightAuto.com today.
WAC from Ford Credit.
This is number 1, Ty Harper, and you're listening to Golden Eagle Basketball on ORU Sports Network.
Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma is the Region Sports Medicine Authority and the official orthopedic and sports medicine provider for ORU athletes. Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma is focused on providing you with the personalized orthopedic care you deserve for the area's best teams and the athlete. And all of us, Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma is the region sports medicine authority. Connor Clark here with you on the ORU Sports Network. A 28-13 lead for Oklahoma, 6:44 left to go in this first half. And again, the woes continuing for Oral Roberts offensively, just 6 of 19 from the field, 1 of 7 from beyond the arc. They have yet to shoot a free throw on the other side for Oklahoma. A 10 of 21 start, pretty on brand for them. A team that shoots just shy of 50%. They're currently at 47%. They've had 3 of 9 3-pointers. They are 5 of 7 from the strike. ORU is losing the turnover battle, and they turn it over here off the inbound. Turner tries to take it back from Brown, and now he's able to flip it over for Furnish. Dow goes down behind the play. He's a little bit slow to get up as Furnish brings it across half court for ORU, far sideline. Now Dow trails, has the basketball top of the key, drives inside, kicks it out for Furnish right wing, and he stepped out of bounds. Corey Barnett signaling to Dow, hey, shoot it. Top of the key. Rebounding, ORU only trailing by 1. It's 13-12. But the turnovers have been the issue. And, of course, the lack of made shots. Here's Forsythe on the other side. Skips it for Reed. Far corner 3 on the way. Too strong. And the rebound, Yamanuchi Williams for Oral Roberts. Gives it over for Turner, who brings it across near sideline. Turner, top of the key. Yamanuchi Williams hands off for Dow. Thought about it. Gets another screen. Trying to feed it underneath for Yamanuchi Williams. It's picked off. Up ahead, Wagee. He throws it down with 2 hands. Now Martin being told to push the pace. Far sideline. Martin, top of the key. Hands off for Dow. Now he'll flip it back underneath for Martin. Martin on the right block. Fadeaway jumper on the way. Rims out. Rebound loose. Right back to the hands of Martin. Kicks it out. Right corner 3 on the way for Turner. Too strong. And the rebound Reed. Here comes Oklahoma on the push. Up ahead. It's Wagee yet again. Back-to-back slams. 32-13 Oklahoma. They are all over the Golden Eagles in this first half. Dow, top of the key, being picked up by Forsythe. Now top of the key. Over to the left wing for Dow. Now in between the circles for Furnish. Back left wing for Turner. 13 to go. A handoff, Yamanuchi Williams. Turner turns the corner. Extra pass, they swing it around. Right wing 3, Furnish. Too strong, and a whistle and a foul on the rebound. And it will go on Muhammad Wagee of Oklahoma. That is his first personal, team's third. Luke Gray and Ofri Neve to check in. Jack Turner checks out, as well as Yamanuchi Williams. Furnish inbound underneath his own basket. 5:11 left to go in this first half. 32-13, Oklahoma in front. Furnish still surveys underneath. Gray left wide open, and he lays it in with a left hand. Nice find from Cal Furnish. And the first 2 for Luke Gray here tonight. OU on the other side. Jones gives it between the circles for Brown. Brown being guarded by Neve. Brown gets a screen to the left. Still with the basketball. Works his way to the elbow. Drives inside. Dislodges Neve. Fadeaway jumper no good. And the rebound to Cal Furnish. Furnish pushes the pace. He's across half court. Luke Gray, he'll fire left wing 3. Airballed it long. And the rebound into Reed. He actually throws it off of Martin out of bounds. And it'll go back to Oklahoma. Here comes Ty Harper back into the game for Connor Dow. So Nigel Pack will inbound at far side. Attack is going to come in for Oklahoma as Brown will take a seat. 4:42 left to go in this first half. 32-15, OU in front. A 48% start for Oklahoma on the offensive end. And it's been a balanced scoring attack, but Wagee leads all scorers now with 10. Pack slowly brings it across half court, far sideline. So we approach 4.5 minutes left to go. He reverses sidelines now on the right sideline in front of us. Pack into the corner. Now Jones drives inside on Furnish. Had it stripped for a moment, and he gets called for a foul. So that is Cal Furnish's first personal. 16th foul on Oral Roberts. And Jadon Jones to the free throw line. Jones with 3 points, all 3 of them at the stripe as he was fouled on a 3-point field goal earlier in the game. He hits the first one there. Makes it 33-15 OU in front. Just a reminder that Don Thornton Automotive Group halftime report is coming your way here in just a few minutes as the second one is up and down for Jones. puts Oklahoma back up 19. Harper brings it across straight on for Oral Roberts. Harper goes right wing inside the arc, gives it right corner for DeVay. Now back up top. Harper drives inside, wild left-handed layup, no good, one of the foul. And there's an offensive foul by Chase Martin on the box out. That is his second personal, the team seventh. So we walk 94 feet. It'll be a 1-and-1 for Oklahoma. It'll be Nigel Pack at the free throw line. Has not shot many free throws this year, despite being such a high score. Only 3 of 3. A 1-on-1 chance for him right here. Wearing lime green Jordans, which really stick out with the white uniforms. First free throw up and down. 35-15 after the free throw make. 4:11 left to go in this first half from the Lloyd Noble Center on the campus of the University of Oklahoma. Second free throw from Pack to high archer is good. Martin to inbound it for Ty Harper. Harper quickly brings it across half court, picked up immediately, though, by Nigel Pack. Harper, a crossover, top of the key. Harper, now right wing for Neve. A pump fake, works his way inside, pull up from 10 feet, got it. Ofri Neve continues his impressive first half. He's got 8 points on 4 or 5 shooting. 36-17, 3:50 left to go in this first half. Pack at the free throw line, fades away, jumper, left it short, Neve with a back tap, and Furnish comes up with a loose ball. Here comes Oral Roberts. Furnish over to Neve. Neve works his way inside. No look pass underneath. Gray hangs, but he couldn't hit. Missed it off the front rim. Now here comes Pack for OU. Pack over to Jones. Left wing 3. A low arcer. No good. And the rebound ripped down by Furnish. Gives it over to Neve, far sideline, who brings it across half court for the Golden Eagles. Neve, right wing. Between the circles now for Furnish with 20. Furnish over to Harper. Harper looking up, surveying, working on attack. Now gives it back for Gray. Right back to Harper between the circles, 12 to shoot. Harper looking. Harper, skip pass left wing for Furnish. Up top for Martin, 6 to shoot. Martin spins to the free throw line. Up top now, Neve. He's going to be forced to put it up. Steps through, jumper on the way. It rattles home. Ofri Neve with 10 points. Timeout, Oklahoma. A super efficient start continues for Ofri Neve. 5 of 6. He's the only Golden Eagle in double figures. We talked about his efficiency in the pregame show. You see it on full display here in Norman. It is a full timeout for Oklahoma. We'll take it with them. 2:57 left to go. Oklahoma 36, Oral Roberts 19. Back in a moment right here on the ORU Sports Network.
Family owned and operated since 1969, the Don Thornton Automotive Group is driven to make car buying easy and your ownership experience exceptional. Tulsa's choice for performance and luxury. Audi Tulsa, Don Thornton Cadillac, Jaguar Land Rover Tulsa, Don Thornton Volkswagen, and Lexus of Tulsa. Visit any of their dealerships on Memorial in Midtown or online at donthorntonauto.com.
Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Tulsa has hundreds of 2025 Ram trucks that must be eliminated to make room for the 2026 models. They all must go. Patriot will discount 2025 Ram 1500s in stock up to $18,000. Plus, get 3.9% APR for 72 months. Ram 2500 heavy duties come with $17,000 in savings. Get to Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Tulsa, 46th and Memorial. Stock number 250143, MSRP 78404. Stock number 250676, MSRP 7535, dealer retains all rebates.
This is number 9, Ofri Nave, and you're listening to Golden Eagle Basketball on ORU Sports Network.
ORU fans, it's always a win when you drive with Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Tulsa. Score big with massive savings and get up to $20,000 in negative equity assistance. Patriot CDJR, the Jeep and Ram capital of Oklahoma at 46th and Memorial. Connor Clark here with you on the ORU Sports Network. A 36-19 Oklahoma lead over Oral Roberts. But Ofri Neve with a fantastic offensive start here in Norman. 10 points, 5 of 6 from the field, all of them twos. He's not attempted anything else. 2 rebounds and an assist for him in just 11 minutes. So the efficiency for Ofri has been absolutely awesome. On the other side, 2 Sooners in double figures, Nigel Pack and Jeff Nwanko, each with 10 apiece. And right behind them, it is Jadon Jones with 5 points. OU shooting 44%. ORU starting to get back to where they normally are offensively. They're 9 of 28, 32%. However, just 1 of 10 from beyond the arc. They have not attempted a free throw, and they are losing the turnover battle 7-1. Points off of the turnovers, ORU with 9, and ORU with no points off of a lone OU turnover. They've been phenomenal at taking care of the basketball here tonight. However, it's the first scoreless streak, really, for OU all night. They have no points and no field goals in their last 2 minutes and 40 seconds as they have the basketball out of the timeout. It'll be Xavier Brown bringing it across half court, far sideline. He's in between the circles now, hands off for Pack. 2:47 left to go in his first half. Brown gets a handoff, now gives it top of the key. Wagi bounces it underneath, and it's stolen away. Gray comes up with a loose ball. Neve settles things down, hands off for Turner, who brings it across for the Golden Eagles, far sideline. We approach 2.5 minutes left to go in this first half. Turner, deep right wing, gets blitzed on the ball screen, now gives it up top of the key for Neve. Neve underneath now for Gray, right block. Gray wants to go to work on Wagi. Gray, a couple of pump fakes, throws it up, and he gets fouled. 2 shots coming for Luke Gray. First free throws of the night for Oral Roberts as Muhammad Wagi gets tagged for his second personal. And only the 4th team foul on Oklahoma as Connor Dow will check back in. Looks like Darian Reed is going to do the same thing for Oklahoma. After the first free throw, Luke Gray on the year, an 84% free throw shooter, and he's got his first one there. So Dow and Reed in. Neve checks out for ORU, and Wagi checks out for Oklahoma. 36-20, OU in front, 2:20 left to go in the first half. Chance to make it a 15-point lead. Gray with the free throw on the way, and it's up and good. So Luke Gray knocks down a pair. He's got 3 points. Forsythe on the other side for OU. Top of the key, dribbles right to the elbow. Now being guarded by Gray at the perimeter. Forsythe to the free throw line. Gets inside, wild pass, Pack another 3. Finally misses one, and the rebound to Jack Turner. Here comes Oral Roberts. Chance to cut into this lead even more. Martin streaks inside. Extra pass, right corner 3. Harper rims in and out. The rebound loose on the deck. Now nearly had it, and Brown loses it out of bounds. So nice extra effort there from Connor Dow. Keeps it with Oral Roberts. With 1:51 left to go, Chase Martin checks out. And Ofri Neve back in. And Jack Turner will inbound it right in front of the OU bench. Turner in for Harper between the circles. Harper gets a screen to the left. Finally uses it. Switches on to Forsythe. Harper inside on Forsythe. Had it stripped. Forsythe and the steal for OU. Forsythe inside. All the way to the block. Spin around jumper over Neve is good. That was pure. And Dayton Forsythe back on the scoreboard. Makes it 38-21 with 90 seconds left to play in this first half. Gray gets tied up. Now he wanted to give it back to Turner. Kind of a wild exchange, but Turner finally runs it down. Turner top of the key. That left wing. Dow will fire a long-range 3. He's got it. Connor Dow knocks down a much-needed 3. His first in a few games. And he brings ORU back within 14. With 1:08 left to go, 38-24, OU in front. Just a second 3 hit by a Golden Eagle here tonight. They're 2 of 12. Davis, left side, dumps it off for Reed, who throws it down, who was lurking weak side. Now here comes Turner and company on the far side, 40-24, under a minute to go. Gray, right wing, finds Harper now. Harper at the right wing. Kind of a mismatch on Davis, gives it up for Dow. Dow top of the key for Turner with 16 to shoot. Turner working on Pack. Turner lost it right into the hands of Tay Davis. Davis on the break for OU. Davis, Euro step inside, got fouled, missed the layup. He'll go to the line for 2. And a Golden Eagle slow to get up after the play. That is Neve.
That's his second. And the team's lead.
I think he got popped in the neck area, but he looks to be all right. So it'll send Davis to the line for 2. That is a foul on Ty Harper. So it's not the third on Neve as Davis's first free throw takes a friendly bounce. That is Ty Harper's second personal, however. Davis with a trio of dribbles. Throws it up with the right hand and makes them both 42-24, 31.1 left to go. Or you can hold for essentially the last shot, about a 1 second difference between shot and game clock, as Harper's got it at the U in the OU logo. We'll just hang out there being guarded by Nwankwo. 10 to go on the timer. And Harper gets it stripped. Nwankwo with a steal and a foul on Harper, his third. A disappointing last possession there for Oral Roberts. Results in a turnover and a foul. Is the 10th ORU turnover of the half, and Cal Furnish will check in. He'll take the spot of Ty Harper. And Corey Barnett looking for an explanation. There's been a lot of contact on the other end as the free throw is up and rims off. Rebound loose. Turner scoops it up with 6 to go. Turner gets fouled. Yeah, fouls to give for OU. That one's on Xavier Brown. That is his first. Team's fifth. 4.4 to go. Turner to inbound right in front of us. Probably going to foul again is OU. Now Dow. And he gets a strip by Nwankwo. Up ahead. He throws it up with a buzzer, but misses it off the back rim. And that'll do it for the first half of play. Oklahoma dominating so far at home. The Sooners 42 and the Golden Eagles 24. Don't go anywhere. The Don Thornton Automotive Group halftime report is coming your way next. This is Golden Eagle basketball on the ORU Sports Network.
Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Tulsa has hundreds of 2025 Ram trucks that must be eliminated to make room for the 2026 models. They all must go. Patriot will discount 2025 Ram 1500s in stock up to $18,000. Plus, get 3.9% APR for 72 months. Ram 2500 heavy duties come with $17,000 in savings. Get to Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Tulsa, 46th and Memorial. Stock number 250143, MSRP 78404. Stock number 250676, MSRP 7535. Dealer retains all rebates.
When it comes to family dinner, Waldo's Chicken makes everyone happy. Kids love the hand-breaded tenders and creamy mac and cheese. Parents love the deal. Every Tuesday, kids eat free with the purchase of an adult entry. Whether you are craving sandwich, wings, or fresh salad, Waldo's has something for everyone. With 3 Tulsa area locations open 7 days a week, plus catering for any event, Waldo's Chicken serves up flavor and smiles. Waldo's, where family favorites are made fresh every day.
At Bill Knight Ford, we're proud to bring you the power of 4 with Bill Knight Ford of Tulsa, Stillwater, Bartlesville, and now our all-new location in Veneta. You have access to a wider selection of vehicles, more service options, and a dedicated team.
Get the 2025 F-150 Super Crew for just $48,990 or the 2025 Explorer for just $43,660, both with 3.9% financing.
Visit any of our 4 locations to experience the power of 4 for yourself or shop BillKnightAuto.com today.
WAC from Ford Credit.
Basketball season is here, so let racers make sure you're on the ball for entertaining. Make it easy with our ready-to-grill items, like our jalapeno poppers and kebabs. We have fan favorites, like our sandwich trays from the deli, or team-themed cakes and cupcakes in the bakery. Racers, the official grocery store of the ORU Golden Eagles.
At Grubbs Acura of Tulsa, we don't just sell cars, we stand behind them. That's why we offer a lifetime warranty on every new Acura and select pre-owned vehicles. Drive with confidence, knowing your investment is protected for the long haul. Stop by Grubbs Acura of Tulsa today. Luxury you can trust, backed for life.
Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Tulsa has hundreds of 2025 Ram trucks that must be eliminated to make room for the 2026 models. They all must go. Patriot will discount 2025 Ram 1500s in stock up to $18,000. Plus, get 3.9% APR for 72 months. Ram 2500 heavy duties come with $17,000 in savings. Get to Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Tulsa, 46th and Memorial. Stock number 250143, MSRP 78404. Stock number 250676, MSRP 7535. Dealer retains all rebates.
Time for a break in the action. Let's recap the first 20 minutes and catch you up with all things college hoops on the Golden Eagle Halftime Report. Here's play-by-play voice, Connor Clark.
Back here from Norman, Connor Clark here with you on the ORU Sports Network. A 42-24 advantage for the Oklahoma Sooners over Oral Roberts. This is the Don Thornton Automotive Group halftime report coming your way. And let's get you a stat breakdown for both teams. First of all, ORU shooting 10 of 30 from the field. OU 14 of 31. That's good enough for 33% and 45% respectively. ORU just 2 of 12 from beyond the arc. OU also not too hot either. 3 of 12 from beyond the arc. Free throws, ORU 2 of 2 and OU 11 of 14. Turnovers have been a big issue for Oral Roberts. They have 11 of them to OU's 2. Points off of said turnovers. OU's got 13 off of 11 and ORU has 2 off of 2 Oklahoma turnovers. Rebounding battle actually being won by Oral Roberts, 21-17. Got to give the bigs down there credit. They've done a great job. Defensively, 14-13, ORU's got the advantage. Offensively, 7-4, ORU's got the advantage. ORU with 11 second chance points and OU with only 7 of them. However, the OU bench is outscoring the ORU bench 12-2. Points in the paint favors the Sooners 18-12, and fast break points also favors the Sooners 10-0. Individual performers for Oral Roberts, offering to 8, 10 points on 5 of 6 shooting, 2 rebounds and an assist for him. He does have 2 fouls in 13 minutes. Behind him, it's been a balanced but also lackluster scoring performance. Luke Ray with 4 points. Jack Turner and Connor Dow each with 3, and Yuto Yamanuchi-Williams with 2, as well as Ty Harper with 2 points. On the other side for Oklahoma, a couple of players with 10 points apiece. Muhammad Wagi with 10 points. Nigel Pack with 10 points. Behind them, it is Tay Davis with 6. Jadon Jones has 5. All of them coming at the charity stripe. Attack has 3, and then Forsyth and Wakwo each have 2. People in foul trouble, not too many. ORU does have a trio with 2 fouls. That's Neve, Yamanuchi-Williams, and Harper. On the other side for OU, the only person with multiple fouls is Wagi, and he has 2 fouls in 11 minutes of work, and he's actually matched Ofri Neve's shooting performance with 5 of 6 from the field. It has been impressive. Well, OU has led from wire to wire so far. They got out to a 5-0 start, and they have not let it go since. Once again, they are up 42-24 over Oral Roberts here in the first half from Norman. This is Connor Clark here with you on the ORU Sports Network. This is the Don Thornton Automotive Group halftime report. Well, in Tulsa, when you think Chevy, you automatically think Jim Norton Chevy and Broken Arrow, because Jim Norton Chevy offers lifetime warranties on every new Chevy. Jim Norton Chevy gives you 100% transparency and 100% full disclosure 100% of the time. Visit JimNortonChevy.com or come see him at exit 145 off of the BA. We're so glad you can make us a part of your Thursday night plans. Let's catch you up with what is going on around the Summit League and around the top 25 in college basketball. We will start with the Summit. Missouri, and give the Coyotes credit. They're giving the Missouri Tigers a game in SEC country. It's the Tigers 51-42 at the break in Columbia. As for the top 25 action going around college basketball, we started off with number 14 St. John's hosting Bucknell, and it is all Johnnies all the time. 78-39 in New York. Number 20 Tennessee hosting Tennessee State. They lead it 80-55 with 3:05 left to go in that one. A final from earlier today. Number 1 Purdue beats Memphis 80-71, and then 2 games coming up in about a few minutes. Number 15 Texas Tech hosting Wake Forest, and number 2 Houston is hosting Rider. And that is the top 25 matchup for you here tonight. Feast Week is just around the corner, and a lot of good college basketball also just around the corner. Just a reminder, ORU will be participating in the Geico Coconut Hoops Invitational next week, Monday through Wednesday. They play all 3 days, and they will play Florida Gulf Coast on Monday at 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central, and then the next 2 days they play at 3:30 Central, 4:30 Eastern. They will play Kennesaw State on that Tuesday, and then they will play Rice on that Wednesday. You can catch all of those games right here on the ORU Sports Network, and the pregame show starting 20 minutes before each tip-off. It's going to be a great opportunity for this group to play some pretty like opponents when it comes to skill and athleticism. It's going to mimic a lot of what we're going to see in the Summit League. And then, of course, right after that, it's the Big Sky Summit League Challenge with Weber State and Montana State, both looming. So a really, really big road trip upcoming for the Golden Eagles, but it should tell us a lot about this squad, and it should be really beneficial for the squad, because after tonight, and I know Oral Roberts has had a tough time offensively down 18, but after tonight, they're going to have a chance to win in each of the next 5 games they play against like opponents. So it'll be a pretty fun 5-game stretch to be a part of, and we hope you join us for all of that. So this is the Don Thornton Automotive Group halftime report here from Norman, Oklahoma. It's the Sooners 42 and Oral Roberts 24. Well, TTCU Federal Credit Union is proud to be the exclusive credit union partner of Oral Roberts University. Founded by teachers in 1934, TTCU serves more than 150,000 members with 21 branch locations. If you don't have the ORU School Pride Visa debit card, get one today and support the Golden Eagles. Visit ttcu.com/ORU for details. We'll take one more quick break, and then on the other side, we'll have the second half of action. Once again, it's the Sooners 42, the Golden Eagles 24. We'll be back in a moment. This is Golden Eagle Basketball on the ORU Sports Network.
Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Tulsa has hundreds of 2025 Ram trucks that must be eliminated to make room for the 2026 models. They all must go. Patriot will discount 2025 Ram 1500s in stock up to $18,000. Plus, get 3.9% APR for 72 months. Ram 2500 heavy duties come with $17,000 in savings. Get to Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Tulsa, 46th and Memorial. Stock number 250143, MSRP 78404. Stock number 250676, MSRP 7535. Dealer retains all rebates.
When it comes to family dinner, Waldorf Chicken makes everyone happy. Kids love the hand-breaded tenders and creamy mac and cheese. Parents love the deal. Every Tuesday, Kids Eats free with the purchase of an adult entry. Whether you are craving sandwich, wings, or fresh salad, Waldorf has something for everyone. With 3 Tulsa area locations open 7 days a week, plus catering for any event, Waldorf Chicken serves up flavor and smiles. Waldorf, where family favorites are made fresh every day.
At Bill Knight Ford, we're proud to bring you the power of 4 with Bill Knight Ford of Tulsa, Stillwater, Bartlesville, and now our all-new location in Veneta. You have access to a wider selection of vehicles, more service options, and a dedicated team.
Get the 2025 F-150 Super Crew for just $48,990 or the 2025 Explorer for just $43,660, both with 3.9% financing.
Visit any of our 4 locations to experience the power of 4 for yourself or shop BillKnightAuto.com today.
WAC from Ford Credit.
Basketball season is here, so let racers make sure you're on the ball for entertaining. Make it easy with our ready-to-grill items, like our jalapeno poppers and kebabs. We have fan favorites, like our sandwich trays from the deli, or team-themed cakes and cupcakes in the bakery. Racers, the official grocery store of the ORU Golden Eagles.
At Grubbs Acura of Tulsa, we don't just sell cars, we stand behind them. That's why we offer a lifetime warranty on every new Acura and select pre-owned vehicles. Drive with confidence, knowing your investment is protected for the long haul. Stop by Grubbs Acura of Tulsa today. Luxury you can trust, backed for life.
Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Tulsa has hundreds of 2025 Ram trucks that must be eliminated to make room for the 2026 models. They all must go. Patriot will discount 2025 Ram 1500s in stock up to $18,000. Plus, get 3.9% APR for 72 months. Ram 2500 heavy duties come with $17,000 in savings. Get to Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Tulsa, 46th and Memorial. Stock number 250143, MSRP 78404. Stock number 250676, MSRP 7535. Dealer retains all rebates.
Life comes at you fast. Whether it's starting a family, making the most out of your side hustle, or anything else financial, sometimes you just need to talk to someone. That's what we do. We're TTCU Federal Credit Union, and we're here to get you where you want to go. Our money experts can help build your credit, figure out your budgets, and even help plan your savings goals. Together, we've got this. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
At Bill Knight Ford, we're proud to bring you the power of 4 with Bill Knight Ford of Tulsa, Stillwater, Bartlesville, and now our all-new location in Veneta. You have access to a wider selection of vehicles, more service options, and a dedicated team.
Get the 2025 F-150 Super Crew for just $48,990 or the 2025 Explorer for just $43,660, both with 3.9% financing.
Visit any of our 4 locations to experience the power of 4 for yourself or shop BillKnightAuto.com today.
WAC.
Looking for delicious fried and rotisserie chicken? Look no further than Waldo's Chicken. Our Southern-style scratch-made sides are the perfect complement to our mouth-watering chicken. With dine-in, drive-through, and catering options, we got you covered for all occasions. Let us handle your next fundraising event, team lunch, or family gathering with our full-service catering options. Enjoy all your favorite sports with lots of TVs, and don't miss out on our daily food and drink specials each week. With 2 convenient locations at Broken Arrow's Tiger Hill Plaza and 71st and Yale. Waldo's Chicken, the best fried chicken in Oklahoma.
Family owned and operated since 1969, the Don Thornton Automotive Group is driven to make car buying easy and your ownership experience exceptional. Tulsa's choice for performance and luxury. Audi Tulsa, Don Thornton Cadillac, Jaguar Land Rover Tulsa, Don Thornton Volkswagen, and Lexus of Tulsa. Visit any of their dealerships on Memorial in Midtown or online at donthorntonauto.com.
Looking for delicious fried and rotisserie chicken? Look no further than Waldo's Chicken. Our Southern-style scratch-made sides are the perfect complement to our mouth-watering chicken. With dine-in, drive-through, and catering options, we got you covered for all occasions. Let us handle your next fundraising event, team lunch, or family gathering with our full-service catering options. Enjoy all your favorite sports with lots of TVs, and don't miss out on our daily food and drink specials each week. With 2 convenient locations at Broken Arrow's Tiger Hill Plaza and 71st and Yale. Waldo's Chicken, the best fried chicken in Oklahoma.
Adventure, comfort, safety. The Acura MDX has it all. Perfect for family trips or weekend getaways. The Acura MDX keeps you connected, comfortable, and confident on every road. Drive one today at Grubbs Acura of Tulsa, where luxury meets peace of mind. The MDX, your journey elevated.
What's going on? This is Luke Gray. You're listening to ORU Basketball on the ORU Sports Network.
Second half is upon us here at the Lloyd Noble Center here on the campus of the University of Oklahoma. Connor Clark here with you on the ORU Sports Network. 42-24 lead for OU over the visiting Golden Eagles, and a big 20 minutes to try and respond for the visitors from Tulsa as Ofri Neve leads them in scoring. 10 points on 5 of 6 shooting, 2 rebounds and 1 assist. On the other side, a couple of Sooners in double figures. Muhammad Wagib with 10, as well as Nigel Pack with 10. So the game plan is going to be, A, how do you contain them, and B, how do you take care of the ball as they're losing the turnover battle 11-2 in that first half. So let's see what type of energy that this Golden Eagle team can come out of the break with, as it'll be Oral Roberts basketball. Out of the break, both teams switch sides. ORU going left to right, OU going right to left. Oklahoma and the home whites with the maroon and scarlet trim. ORU and the Navy road blues with the gold trim. As we are underway, Luke Ray with the top of the key gives it up for Turner right wing. Turner goes into the corner, gets shut off nicely by Davis, though. Feeds the top of the key for Harper with 17 to shoot. Harper back into the corner for Turner. Tries to get around Pack. His pass picked off, and another turnover to start things off. Wild pass up ahead. Brown able to tip it over to Pack. Now here comes Davis down Main Street. Wanted to throw it down. It was taken away by Gray for the moment, and then somehow ended up into the arms of Wagee. And he puts it through, a 20-point OU lead. And the first bucket of the second half, 44-24. Harper with it for ORU. Long skip pass for Dow. He'll let one fly left wing. Got it. Second 3-ball of the ball game for Connor Dow. That's a great sign for him. Starting to shoot it a little bit better. Third 3 of the game for ORU in total. So Brown will bring it across for OU. Now top of the key for Wagee. Wagee dribbles left. Gets Brown around his screen. He'll retreat back to the top of the key. Now Pack around a similar screen. Out to Brown, right corner. Nicely defended by Turner. Now Brown, a step back in the paint. 10-footer rattles home. So 2 possessions, 2 scores for OU here in the second half. What can Harper and company do on this side? Looking for Dow yet again, top of the key. Dow dribbles right. He's at the wing. Gives it up to Gray. Gray right back to Dow. Dow hunting that shot, but he just can't find an opportunity for it right now. 13 to shoot for Neve and company on the right side of the circle. And now that one saved back in bounds by Reed. Somehow he was able to get it in there. And Davis, a skip pass for Pack, left side. Pack spins inside the paint. Pack with a floater up off the back rim and rims off to the right side. Ofri Neve with a rebound. He pushes it near side for Dow. Dow left open, right wing 3. He'll let it fly, but airball it left. It's out of bounds. Jack Turner checks out. Cal Furnish back in. Nigel Pack's got to tie his shoe. That's the way of a stoppage in play. 46-27, Oklahoma, 18:09 left to go. Pack bounces it to Brown, who will bring it across near sideline, working on the freshman Cal Furnish. Brown off of a handoff, lobs underneath. Wagee able to throw it down in the foul. Saw that play ran a couple of times, and a foul's going to be on Luke Gray, and one more at the line for Wagee. That'll prompt Barnett to throw Yuto Yamaduchi-Williams back in the game. Luke Gray will come out. So Wagee to the free throw line. 66% free throw shooter. He's got 14, make it 15 after the free throw make. Only had 2 against Nebraska on Saturday. And here's Harper with it, right wing. Harper gets around the screen, moves it over left wing for Dow. Dow trying to work his way in, gets shut off by Davis, gets a handoff right back to him. Dow gets a screen from Yamaduchi-Williams. Long pass over for Neve, opposite wing. Neve skips inside, bounces underneath. Yamaduchi-Williams, reverse layup up and good. Yuto Yamaduchi-Williams with a little flash, and he's able to bank it home. 49-29, here's Nigel Pack on the other side for OU. Bounces it off of Furnish's head, and it somehow finds its way to Brown, who will reset. That was a chaotic sequence right there. Brown now drives inside from the left wing. Kicks it out. Tay Davis drives in from the right corner. Gets inside. Layup no good. Rebound to Yamaduchi-Williams and Oral Roberts. Yamaduchi-Williams will lead the break across half court. Gives it up for Harper at the OU logo. Harper, free throw line. Spins inside. Took a couple of extra steps, but scored anyway. Nice move from Ty Harper. Yeah, it's back within 20. 49-31. Pack. Pull-up jumper on the other side, rimmed down, but the offensive rebound for Wagee. He puts it back up and in. So Harper will bring it up on the other side for Oral Roberts. 51-31 OU. Harper looks at the play call from his own bench. Gets blitzed on the ball screen, though. He's trapped at midcourt. Bounces it through to Yamaduchi-Williams, who traveled. He tried to pivot foot a little bit too much. Forsythe and Turner help each other up after sitting down in front of the scorer's table. And they both check in for Wagee and Harper, respectively. So Brown will inbound it for OU. Scoring Oral Roberts 9-7 here in the second half, but a much better start offensively for Oral Roberts here in half number 2 versus half number 1. Davis with it, top of the key, dribbles left, switches onto the much smaller Furnish. Davis at 6'9", Furnish at 6 feet, kicks it out Forsythe. He got Yamaduchi-Williams in the air, got him in the air again, skips through. Now a skip pass. Reed, a left corner 3, no good. And the rebound for Yamaduchi-Williams, but he threw it to Neve, who wasn't looking. Another turnover. Brown comes up with a loose ball for OU. Now Brown inside, gets around Neve, kicks it into the corner left side. Reed with a Euro step. Floating hook shot, no good, but a back tap outside. Brown left wide open for 3. He's got it. Back to a 23-point lead for Oklahoma. Furnish brings it across right in front of us. Yamaduchi-Williams left wing. Yamaduchi-Williams tried to get Turner on the back cut. Was it tipped? And it will stay with Oral Roberts, and that'll send us to the first timeout of the second half. Still all Oklahoma here in Norman. The Sooners with a 54-31 lead over Oral Roberts. We'll be back in a moment. This is Golden Eagle Basketball right here on the ORU Sports Network.
Family owned and operated since 1969, the Don Thornton Automotive Group is driven to make car buying easy and your ownership experience exceptional. Tulsa's choice for performance and luxury. Audi Tulsa, Don Thornton Cadillac, Jaguar Land Rover Tulsa, Don Thornton Volkswagen, and Lexus of Tulsa. Visit any of their dealerships on Memorial in Midtown or online at DonThorntonAuto.com.
Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Tulsa has hundreds of 2025 Ram trucks that must be eliminated to make room for the 2026 models. They all must go. Patriot will discount 2025 Ram 1500s in stock up to $18,000. Plus, get 3.9% APR for 72 months. Ram 2500 heavy duties come with $17,000 in savings. Get to Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Tulsa, 46th and Memorial. Stock number 250143, MSRP 78404. Stock number 250676, MSRP 7535. Dealer retains all rebates.
This is number 4, Layman McGrady, and you're listening to Golden Eagle Basketball on ORU Sports Network.
If you want to know who's doing a whole lot for the state of Oklahoma, look no further than the people of Oklahoma Oil and Natural Gas. From contributing billions to education, funding medical research, and supporting the arts, they are deeply invested in the well-being of our state. Connor Clark here with you on the ORU Sports Network. 15:40 left to go in the ball game. ORU trailing Oklahoma 54-31 here at the Lloyd Noble Center. And it has been a great offensive night so far for OU. We talked about it in the Empire Fence pregame show. This team averages 91 points a game. They're a little bit below that average right now, but starting to find the rhythm yet again. They're outscoring ORU 12-7 in the second half. 19 of 42 from the field are the Sooners. 13 of 34 are the Golden Eagles, good enough for 38%. Both teams really not hitting the three ball all that much. ORU 3 of 14 and OU 4 of 14. So it hasn't been that type of game. It's been a lot of getting inside and penetration towards the basket, which OU, with their size and length advantage, as you can imagine, is winning that battle right now. But give ORU credit. They're rebounding very well, leading that battle 24-21 as Furnish inbound underneath his own basket. Bounces it for Neve, who gets fouled immediately by Nwankwo. That is Nwankwo's second personal. It's the first team foul of the half for Oklahoma, and we will do it again with Furnish inbounding in the exact same spot. Furnish surveys. Furnish still looking. Lobs it top of the key. A touch pass from Neve over to Dow. It nearly got picked off. Now Dow right wing off the feed from Furnish from the corner. Now Furnish getting harassed by Jones. Furnish wanted Dow. Gives it to Dow with 8 to shoot. Dow takes a peek at the clock. Now he's at the left wing. Dow spins inside. Dow, tough fadeaway jumper on the way. No good. And the rebound ripped down by Wagee. Here comes Forsyth now on the far sideline for OU. Thought about the pull-up three. Extra pass into the corner left side for Brown. Brown will dribble back up towards the wing, wants to drive inside, and a foul is called. Foul is going to be on Turner. That is his first personal, team second. So Forsyth to inbound underneath his own basket. Gets it into Brown left wing. Brown goes right around the screen. Kicks it out. And Nwankwo thought about the three. Gets inside. Lays it up. No good, but he got fouled. It'll go on Martin, it looks like, and it will. That is Martin's third personal and the team's third of the half. That'll send Nwankwo to the line. Nwankwo with 2 points, both of them coming for the free throw line. He's got 2 rebounds and an assist in 7 minutes. He had 2 points in the loss against Nebraska. And he makes the first free throw. Not a huge offensive threat, just averaging 4.2 points per game, 4 rebounds a game as well. And he's only a 50% free throw shooter coming into tonight's game, but he's made 3 of 4. 15:03 left to go, 55-31 OU in front. Second one on the way is good. And here's Furnish for Oral Roberts after the inbound from Chase Martin. Furnish gets it across half court against Forsyth. A couple of Oklahoma kids going at each other. Furnish gets double teamed right in front of us. Still around that half court line. Now he finally gives it up for Turner. Skips it over for Neve right wing. Neve with 11 to shoot. Neve bounce pass underneath. Nice cut. Martin left-handed layup from the right side. No good, but a foul on the rebound is called. Foul is going to be on Xavier Brown, his second. That is the second team foul on Oklahoma of the half. Substitution for OU. Nigel Pack back into the game. He takes Brown's spot. It'll be a foul on the ground. So Furnish to inbound underneath the basket. Lobs it towards half court. One-handed catch made by Gray right at the line. Gray gives it over for Turner. Turner scoops around, gets inside the paint, lost it, out of bounds. Another turnover. Turnover number 16 for Oral Roberts. And Oklahoma on a 7-0 run over the last 2:24. Forsythe brings it across for the Sooners. Nearly threw it away, but he gets it right back from Nwankwo. Skip pass. Jones left wing three. Got it. Another three for Jadon Jones, who had not scored this year. Coming into tonight, he's got 8 points. Now Gray will try right corner three on the other side, and he buries it for the response. Well, Luke Gray with his 7th 3-point make of the year. He's got 7 points. It's 59-34, under 14 to play here in OU. Forsythe all the way to the cup. Right-handed layup good from the left side. A smooth move from Dayton Forsythe. He's having an impressive season. In his second year with the Sooners, averaging just shy of 10 a game. Turner, top of the key for Luke Gray, who surveys. Gray dribbles once, left wing. Handoff for Neve. Neve looking, gives it up for Furnish, right back to Neve with 15. Neve top of the key. Martin faked the handoff, drives inside, kicks it out. Gray, extra pass. Furnish, left corner three. That one off the back of the rim, and rebound ripped down by Jadon Jones. Here comes Forsythe for the Sooners, far sideline. Forsythe for Pack off the screen, drives inside, lobs it up weak side, and a foul is called as Wagee couldn't catch it cleanly because of the foul. And that's going to go on Luke Gray. That is his 2nd personal, the team's 4th of the half. That'll send Wagee to the free throw line. He's got 17 points, 4 rebounds. He's 1 of 1 for the line as he had the and one alley-oop dunk a few moments ago. A couple of dribbles for him, puts up the first one and clanks it off the right side of the iron. So Connor Dow checks back in, as well as Ty Harper as Ofri Neve checks out. And Jack Turner also out of the ball game. But one more for Wagee after missing the first. And he's got it. Makes it 62-34. Oklahoma in front. Tay Davis back into the game, who checks in for the shooter, Wagee. And now some pressure from Oklahoma. Connor Dow to inbound. Dow gets it into Furnish. Furnish will bring it up straight on and tries to race around Nwankwo and finally gets it across half court. Nwankwo bounces it top of the key for Gray. Gray looking. Gray still with it. Now finally takes a dribble, gives it up for Martin, left wing with 11. Martin goes into the corner, drives baseline. Martin spins back to the right, puts a shot up, no good, but he got fouled. Nice take from Chase Martin. That'll send him to the free throw line. Fouled on Nigel Pack, his first personal. 13th foul on the Sooners in a half. Chase Martin at the free throw line for 2 shots. 2 of 3 from the free throw line this year. He misses the first one short. (62-34), 12:52 left to go. And a substitution for Oklahoma's Kual attack back into the game for Jadon Jones. So one more for Chase Martin at the line. And Martin rattles the second one through. First point of the night for Chase Martin, the Jinx native. And here comes Forsythe over the half-court line, far sideline. Gets a screen to the left, works his way inside of the elbow. Steps back, fadeaway 15-footer. Got it. Well, he has become a legitimate scorer for Oklahoma. Wasn't so much last year, just a 4-point-per-game guy. More of a hustle play guy, but now he's a legitimate rotational piece on offense as Harper gets fouled on the other end by Nwankwo. That is his 3rd personal and a 4th on Oklahoma. Inbound for Furnish on the baseline. Off to the right of his own basket. Substitution now for Oklahoma as Darian Reed is back in. Furnish lobs it in for Dow, deep right wing, top of the key for Gray. Hands off for Harper. Harper with it. Drives inside with the right hand. Pulls up from 15. That one rattles off the left side of the rim. And the loose ball is tracked down by Forsythe after the tip from Gray. Forsythe brings it across pretty much straight on for OU. Dribbles left. Gets to the elbow left side. Spins out of it. Kicks it out for Pack, who thought about the deep three. Extra pass. Reed will try the left wing three. Good. Three ball number 6 for Oklahoma here tonight. They lead at 67-35. Harper inside. Underneath now for Martin. Martin trying to work his way inside on Reed. Spins to the right hand. Got it tipped on the way up and got it blocked out of bounds. And that'll send us to a timeout, the under 12 timeout. 11:50 left to play. All Sooners here from Norman. They lead it 67-35 over Oral Roberts. We'll be back in a moment. This is Golden Eagle basketball on the ORU Sports Network.
Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Pryor continues with our most successful promotion in decades. Patriot asks, are you upside down in your current vehicle? Meaning you owe more than it's worth. Let Patriot in Pryor get you out of that upside down vehicle with Patriot's exclusive $20,000 negative equity assistance program. Plus, enjoy up to $15,000 off new Ram trucks, Jeep Grand Cherokees, and Dodge Chargers. Get to Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Pryor today. Ram MSRP $81,975.
Basketball season is here, so let racers make sure you're on the ball for entertaining. Make it easy with our ready-to-grill items, like our jalapeno poppers and kebabs. We have fan favorites, like our sandwich trays from the deli, or team-themed cakes and cupcakes in the bakery. Racers, the official grocery store of the ORU Golden Eagles.
At Bill Knight Ford, we're proud to bring you the power of 4 with Bill Knight Ford of Tulsa, Stillwater, Bartlesville, and now our all-new location in Veneta. You have access to a wider selection of vehicles, more service options, and a dedicated team.
Get the 2025 F-150 Super Crew for just $48,990 or the 2025 Explorer for just $43,660, both with 3.9% financing.
Visit any of our 4 locations to experience the power of 4 for yourself or shop BillKnightAuto.com today.
WAC from Ford Credit. This is Jack Turner, number 0, and you're listening to Golden Eagle basketball on ORU Sports Network.
Empire Fence of Tulsa, leading a legacy built on excellence since 1955. This family-owned and operated team has combined quality materials, fair pricing, and exceptional customer service. Experience the Empire difference at EmpireFence.net. Connor Clark here with you on the ORU Sports Network, live from Norman, Oklahoma. It is 67-35. Oklahoma in front of Oral Roberts as OU has made their last 5 shots and currently outscoring ORU 25-11 in the second half. At one point, it was 9-7 in the second half, but things have changed drastically as the minutes have gone by. Leading scorer for OU is Muhammad Wagi. He's got 18 points, 4 rebounds, 8 of 9 shooting for him. An incredibly efficient night. Nigel Pack still at 10. Ofri Neve leads all Golden Eagles with 10 points on 5 of 6 shooting. Down to inbound underneath his own basket, lobs it up top for Neve, gets the screen, and he gets the handoff right back from him. Dow, left elbow, kicks it out, left wing 3 from Harper. Too strong, offensive rebound Neve. Neve will kick it back out for Harper between the circles to reset. Harper, he'll step back, another long-range 3 on the way, left it short. That would have been a nifty move, and Reed comes out with a rebound for OU. He brings it up the far sideline. Reed, top of the key for Davis. Crossover at the head of the key. Gets inside right block. Kicks it out. Reed, who just hit a 3. Left that one short, and the rebound to Turner. Here come the Golden Eagles. Turner pushing it up ahead. Now Dow, left wing 3, running gun offense. That one goes down. Connor Dow, his third 3 ball of the game. And Reed's shoe came flying off, so we will stop play for the moment. 67-38, 11-13 left to go. And the ORU bench, especially the coaching staff, loves that one. Want to get out and run. They did just that to set up an open 3-point look for Connor Dow. Nigel Pack now will inbound it after the shoe has been returned to Reed. A little bit of pressure here from Oral Roberts. A 1-2-2 as Brown catches the lob pass here near side. Wants to drive around. Ofri Neve got him in the air. Skip pass into the corner. Attack wants to drive inside for the right side. Tough fadeaway jumper over Turner, left it short. Back tap out to Brown. He'll fire left wing 3. Rattles in and out. Another offensive rebound, and Tay Davis cleans it up. He was everywhere on that position, or possession rather. Dow again. Makes it again from outside. Back-to-back 3s for Connor Dow, his 4th of the ball game. That is a phenomenal sign. See number 5 get going offensively yet again, 69-41. Just over 10.5 left to go in the ball game. Davis with the top of the key for OU. Davis spins around on Yamanuchi Williams, finds a cutting attack. Tough shot over Neve. Rimmed out. Nice contest by Ofri Neve there defensively. A phenomenal wall up. Here's Turner on the other side for ORU between the circles. Turner now for Dow. Attack all over him as he's just made those back-to-back threes. Now Turner with it left wing, wants to drive inside. A bounce to Neve at the SEC logo. Neve hesitates, gets inside, got fouled. The offense looking a lot more crisp out of the timeout here for Oral Roberts. And 2 shots coming for Ofri Neve. The foul is on Reed. That is his first personal and the team's 5th of the half. They'll send Ofri Neve to the free throw line, looking for his first points of half number 2. He's not shot a free throw here tonight, shooting it at a 69% rate this year. First one on the way from Neve is pure. Substitution for Oklahoma, Muhammad Wagi back in for attack. Fun fact about Qual Attack, he was actually teammates in high school with Barron Smith Jr. of Oral Roberts. And if you're wondering why you haven't heard his name tonight, he is a scratch tonight, tweaked his ankle against Haskell, but nothing serious, just a day-to-day type precaution. Second free throw from Neve is off the front rim and into the hands of Wagi, who just checked in. He hands it over for Brown, who will bring it across slowly. Pretty much straight up for OU with 10 minutes left to go. Here from Norman, 69-42, Oklahoma in front. Brown with it right wing, gets to the free throw line. Brown, extra pass, left corner. Surprised Davis didn't take the 3. Instead, he drives it inside and muscles it up and in over Neve that time. Tay Davis with 2 points there, 71-42 as Turner gets it over half court for Dow. Now left wing Neve looking for Harper. He's got the handoff in between the circles. Now Harper wants to attack around Reed. Harper, a couple of crossovers, 14 to shoot. Harper works his way inside. Skip pass out. Yamanuchi Williams in the right corner. He got shut off by Wagi. Now 7 to shoot for Turner. Feeds it underneath. Yamanuchi Williams on the slip, and he gets fouled by Pack on the way up. Nice slip there from Yamanuchi Williams. It's Pack's 2nd and the team's 6th. And that's really what ORU can use the second half for. I know they're down by a whole bunch, but just perfecting the execution of some of these set plays. And that was a really nicely job done from Yamanuchi Williams there. Late in the shot clock, Turner gets blitzed on a screen. He's able to slip right out of it. Turner fed him a really nice pass as well. Yamanuchi Williams with his first free throw, and it takes a friendly bounce. 63% free throw shooter this year, coming off of 10 points, 11 rebounds against Haskell. He's got 4 points here tonight, make it 5 after the make. Make it 6 after a pair of makes. And Chase Martin back into the ball game as Ty Harper checks out. The Dayton Forsyth back in for OU. 9:20 left to go as Nigel Pack brings it across for Oklahoma, far sideline. Gives it over for Tay Davis. A handoff for Forsyth around a couple of screens. Forsyth, skip pass, left corner, 3-ball. Davis, good. That is beautiful offense from Porter Mosier's crew. And here's Turner with it on the other side, far sideline for ORU. Turner dumps it out underneath Yamanuchi Williams. Nice spin move, and the right-handed hook shot goes. Those two on the same page right now. 4 straight for Yamanuchi Williams. Nigel Pack on the other side for OU gives it across top of the key. Forsyth, they run the same play. Davis, same spot. That one off the back rim. Back tap for Nigel Pack. He'll let that one fly and connects. 3-pointer for Nigel Hayes, or excuse me, Nigel Pack. Nigel Hayes, if you're a Wisconsin basketball fan, that'll probably be more accurate. Turner tries to split the double team on the other end, and he gets tripped up and fouled. That is going to be on Xavier Brown. His 3rd. And that'll send Jack Turner to the free throw line. Substitution for the Sooners, Jadon Jones back in for Brown. ORU 6 of 8 as a team from the line. Jack Turner, his first attempts from the line, a 1-and-1, and he hits the first. 17 fouls for OU, so that's putting ORU in the bonus. 8:29 left to go. Oklahoma 77, ORU 47. Second free throw up and takes a friendly bounce from Turner. He connects on both. He's got 5 points. Forsythe will bring it up for OU. 8:25 left to go in this ball game. Forsythe, and he gets bumped by Yamanuchi Williams. They were setting up the same exact play we've seen the last 2 possessions. That's the third on Yamanuchi Williams. So Luke Ray will check back in for Oral Roberts. Yeah, Jeff Nwankwo back in for Oklahoma. Pack top of the key for Forsythe off the inbound. Forsythe wants to drive inside on Dow, stops at the block. Kicks it out now to Nwankwo. Goes behind the back, lost it for a moment, able to retain on the right wing. Now Tay Davis driving inside, and he got slapped by Gray on the way in with 7 on the timer. That is a 4th on Luke Gray. That is team foul number 6. So 2 shots for Tay Davis. 72% free throw shooter. He's 2 of 4 from the line here tonight, and he misses the first one. Ty Harper will check back in. He'll take the spot of Ofrina Bay. Cal Furnish will also come in. And he misses them both, and the rebound ripped down by Dow. So here is Turner across half court for ORU. Gives it up Dow right wing. Dow wants to drive inside. Nearly lost out of bounds. Somehow finds Harper in the opposite corner. Harper dribbles up to the wing left side. Getting harassed defensively. Harper, a wild pass. Dow corrals with the OU logo. Now Turner with 10. Turner goes right around a screen from Gray. Lobs underneath for Gray. 6 to shoot. Gray underneath and an offensive foul. ORU bench does not like it. And that'll be the 7th on Oral Roberts. And that one will actually be Gray's 4th personal, I beg your pardon. And it'll send us to a timeout. Oklahoma out in front of ORU, 77-48. Don't go anywhere. This is Golden Eagle basketball right here on the ORU Sports Network.
Family owned and operated since 1969, the Don Thornton Automotive Group is driven to make car buying easy and your ownership experience exceptional. Tulsa's choice for performance and luxury. Audi Tulsa, Don Thornton Cadillac, Jaguar Land Rover Tulsa, Don Thornton Volkswagen, and Lexus of Tulsa. Visit any of their dealerships on Memorial in Midtown or online at donthorntonauto.com.
Looking for delicious fried and rotisserie chicken? Look no further than Waldo's Chicken. Our Southern-style scratch-made sides are the perfect complement to our mouth-watering chicken. With dine-in, drive-through, and catering options, we got you covered for all occasions. Let us handle your next fundraising event, team lunch, or family gathering with our full-service catering options. Enjoy all your favorite sports with lots of TVs, and don't miss out on our daily food and drink specials each week. With 2 convenient locations at Broken Arrow's Tiger Hill Plaza and 71st and Yale. Waldo's Chicken, the best fried chicken in Oklahoma.
Adventure, comfort, safety. The Acura MDX has it all. Perfect for family trips or weekend getaways. The Acura MDX keeps you connected, comfortable, and confident on every road. Drive one today at Grubbs Acura of Tulsa, where luxury meets peace of mind. The MDX, your journey elevated.
This is number 20, Lane Sparks, and you're listening to Golden Eagle Basketball on ORU Sports Network.
Looking to score big on your next big event? Check out Marriott Tulsa Southern Hills, now partnering with the Ruffin Event Center next door with 100,000 feet of event space combined. It's a strong play for gatherings of any size. Visit our website or call 918-493-7000 to book your stay or event today. Marriott Tulsa Southern Hills and a Ruffin Event Center, where every stay feels like a championship win. Connor Clark here with you on the ORU Sports Network. It's all Sooners all the time here tonight. 77-48, Oklahoma out in front of Oral Roberts. As Luke Ray picked up his 4th foul. This time it was an offensive foul to send us into that timeout. So it'll be Oklahoma basketball with 7:42 left to go in the ball game. And a 7:42 that can be beneficial, honestly, for both of these teams. Oral Roberts is still trying to perfect what they have offensively, and they get to do it against a Power 5 opponent. And then Oklahoma coming off of what was a disappointing loss at the Sanford Pentagon on Saturday. Knew they'd have a chip on their shoulder coming into tonight's game. They certainly have shown that as Brown drives inside and scores with the right hand. They scored 99 points and still lost by 6. That's not going to happen very often, but when it does, it probably upsets that group, and you've seen the frustration getting taken out. Harper at the free throw line, other side for ORU, kicks it out for Turner. Thought about the right wing three, now into the right corner for Gray, hands it back off for Turner. Turner with 12 on the timer, kicks it back out. Gray, extra pass, Martin. He'll drive inside on Wagee. Martin at the SEC logo. Martin looking 5 to shoot. Outside for Turner, who's going to have to fire. Turner with 1 on the shot clock. Scoop shot up and in. Somehow with that angle on the baseline, able to ladle it off the glass into the basket. An impressive 2 from Jack Turner at the shot clock buzzer. Forsythe for OU on the other side of the right elbow. We'll bring it back out for Brown with 19 to shoot. Brown will chill out at half court for a moment. Now Brown, left corner. And an aggressive drive, reverse layup, wild shot, no good. Wagee, he's with the offensive rebound, couldn't put it back through. And Chase Martin with a rebound. Ty Harper and company want to run here near sideline. Harper, right wing, dribbles inside of the left block, spins back to the right hand. Scoop shot is good. 4 straight for Oral Roberts from Turner and Harper. 79-52, 6:14 left to go in the ball game. A couple of nice takes from number 1 and number 0. Brown on the other end loses Turner defensively, but rattles the 3 in and out straight on. And now Furnish with a rebound, pushing it up ahead for Martin. Martin top of the key for Turner. Extra pass, Furnish. They kick it out. Gray will try a 3 from the left side. Too strong. And the rebound, Cal Furnish comes up with it. Dumps it off. Gray right-handed layup, good. And a timeout called by Oral Roberts. A quick 6-0 run. For Oral Roberts, courtesy of Jack Turner, Luke Gray, and Ty Harper. It'll be a full timeout with 5:51 left to go in the ball game. 79-54, Oklahoma in front, but a little bit of momentum for Oral Roberts offensively. We'll be back in a moment on the ORU Sports Network.
Family owned and operated since 1969, the Don Thornton Automotive Group is driven to make car buying easy and your ownership experience exceptional. Tulsa's choice for performance and luxury. Audi Tulsa, Don Thornton Cadillac, Jaguar Land Rover Tulsa, Don Thornton Volkswagen, and Lexus of Tulsa. Visit any of their dealerships on Memorial in Midtown or online at donthorntonauto.com.
Looking for delicious fried and rotisserie chicken? Look no further than Waldo's Chicken. Our Southern-style scratch-made sides are the perfect complement to our mouth-watering chicken. With dine-in, drive-through, and catering options, we got you covered for all occasions. Let us handle your next fundraising event, team lunch, or family gathering with our full-service catering options. Enjoy all your favorite sports with lots of TVs, and don't miss out on our daily food and drink specials each week. With 2 convenient locations at Broken Arrows, Tiger Hill Plaza, and 71st and Yale. Waldo's Chicken, the best fried chicken in Oklahoma.
Adventure, comfort, safety. The Acura MDX has it all. Perfect for family trips or weekend getaways. The Acura MDX keeps you connected, comfortable, and confident on every road. Drive one today at Grubbs Acura of Tulsa, where luxury meets peace of mind. The MDX, your journey elevated.
What's going on? This is Luke Gray. You're listening to ORU Basketball on the ORU Sports Network.
Quick 6-0 run prompts a Porter Mosier timeout for the Sooners as Jack Turner, Ty Harper, and Luke Gray all score a bucket. ORU's quietly made 6 of their last 7 field goals, so stuff starting to click offensively. Connor Down now the leading scorer for Oral Roberts. He's got 12. He's 4 of 7 from beyond the arc. Ofri Neve with 11. Luke Gray with 9. Yamanuchi Williams with 8. Turner with 7. Harper with 6. On the other side for OU, Nigel Pack with 13, as well as Tay Davis, but they're still being led by Wagee, who's got 18 on 8 of 10 shooting. Oral Roberts up to 41% from the field, 20 of 49. They've made 6 3-pointers, but 4 of them courtesy of Connor Dow. So it'll be OU ball out of the timeout. And you got to like what you see from Oral Roberts. I mean, I know they're down a lot, but still full throttle on the gas pedal and prompting a Porter Mosier timeout with 5:51 left to go in a 25-point game. I mean, he's clearly frustrated with what he's seeing from his team, and that's all because of what Oral Roberts is doing. So give Corey Barnett and crew credit here. Pack on the other side, out of the timeout. Lobs it for Wagee on the right elbow. Spins back to the right hand, step through move around Gray, and he scores. Impressive take there from Muhammad Wagee. He has been a nice addition to this OU roster here. Native of the Bronx, New York. Harper with it, top of the key, other side. Harper gets to the elbow, right side, spins back at the free throw line. Got fouled on the way up by Pack. So that'll be the third on Nigel Pack. Yuto Yamanuchi Williams getting ready to check back into the ball game for Oral Roberts. As Ty Harper to the free throw line for 2 shots. Harper with no attempts at the line here tonight. Chance for 2 of them right now. He's got 6 points, and he makes the first one make it 7. Humphrey Neve also back into the ball game for Oral Roberts. Luke Gray checks out. And Jack Turner also out of the ball game. 81-55 OU in front. Turner with 1 dribble, flicks it back to the left hand, fires it, and scores. A pair for Jack Turner. 81-56, 5:15 left to go. Brown brings it across lethargically near side. Now he goes over to the right wing. Top of the key, Pack. He'll square up for 3. Got another one. My goodness. Nigel Pack is a bona fide sharpshooter. He's got 21 threes already. And this being only the 5th game of the year for Oklahoma. And there's a turnover. Jones picks it off ahead of the Pack. Is Pack. He makes a step-through move and lays it in with the right hand. So Furnish will bring it across for Oral Roberts near sideline. Porter Moser liking what he's seeing from OU out of the timeout. Lead back up to 30. Neve, left side, bounces it, top of the key. Yamanuchi Williams straight on 3, rattles home. Big shot for Yuto Yamanuchi Williams, his first 3, and the team's 7. 86-59, 4:20 left to go in the ballgame. Nigel Pack brings it across for Oklahoma. Pack around a stagger screen to the right, lobs it underneath Wagee, a little bit shorthanded, but he's able to corral it. Missed the layup, though, and here comes Chase Martin out of the Pack. Gives it up for Harper on the run. Harper to the middle of the floor. Harper kicks it back out for Furnish, and he lost it momentarily, trying to get around the bigger Wagee, and he does. Now Furnish, top of the key. Stops at the free throw line, brings it back out with 17. Now top of the key in between the circles for Harper. Harper goes right, switches back to the left hand, inside the paint. Harper on the block, wild layup, no good. Rebound being battled for. Martin comes up with it. Shot clock did not reset. 5 seconds to shoot for Oral Roberts. Do they notice? Extra pass. Harper left corner 3. Got it! Nice recognition by Chase Martin and Oral Roberts. They skip it over to the opposite corner for Harper, and he knocks down the 3 right before the horn. Now Brown across the timeline for OU. Brown inside the paint, just riding Furnish all the way to the cup and scores. And a timeout called by Porter Moser. Well, that'll send us to the under 4, 3:22 left to go. Oklahoma 88, ORU 62, but starting to click a little bit more offensively as the game wears on. Don't go anywhere. This is Golden Eagle basketball right here on the ORU Sports Network.
Welcome to Lamar Outdoor Advertising, the largest outdoor advertising company in the U.S. and one of the most successful operators in the outdoor advertising industry. We offer advertising in 2/3 of the top 50 markets in the country, as well as over 100 years of experience to help you make the most of this valuable marketing tool. Please visit our website, www.lamar.com, to learn more about our award-winning team and services. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter, too. Let us know how we can best assist you when we return to the line.
Basketball season is here, so let racers make sure you're on the ball for entertaining. Make it easy with our ready-to-grill items, like our jalapeno poppers and kebabs. We have fan favorites, like our sandwich trays from the deli, or team-themed cakes and cupcakes in the bakery. Reese's, the official grocery store of the ORU Golden Eagles.
This is number 7, Martin Skills, and you're listening to Golden Eagles basketball on ORU Sports Network.
In Tulsa, when you think Chevy, you automatically think Jim Norton Chevy and Broken Arrow, because Jim Norton Chevy offers lifetime warranties on every new Chevy. Jim Norton Chevy gives you 100% transparency and 100% full disclosure 100% of the time. Visit JimNortonChevy.com or come see them. Exit 145 off of the BA. Connor Clark here with you on the ORU Sports Network. 88-62 Oklahoma in front. 3:22 left to go in the ballgame here from Norman. But you got to like what you see from Oral Roberts' offense over the last few minutes. It has been impressive. They made 8 of their last 10 field goals, and the execution has really gone up a level. Moments ago, Ty Harper hit a corner 3 with seconds winding down, and you question whether or not did ORU know that the seconds were winding down, because maybe the shot hit the rim. The shot clock didn't reset regardless. They were able to get a quality 3 off in time, and Harper was able to put it down. 4 ORU Golden Eagles in double figures. Connor down with 12, and a trio of them with 11. Ty Harper, Ofri Neve, and Yuto Yamanuchi-Williams all with 11 points. And ORU shooting 42% for the game. And again, if you would have told me that ORU was going to shoot 42% against Oklahoma, I'd say that's pretty solid, as Martin Skillips is into the game for the first time out of the timeout. Gives it up for Harper, who will bring it across. Far sideline. Hands off for Ofri Neve. Neve goes left at the wing. Hands off for Harper. Tamaki Yamanuchi-Williams with 16 to shoot. Back over to Harper, left wing. Harper gets blitzed to the ball screen. Now switches on to Davis. He likes that. Harper outside. Martin will try a wide open 3. Off the right side of the rim. Killips nearly had the offensive board, and it will skip all the way out of bounds back to Oklahoma. A quality look there for Chase Martin. Just couldn't hit it, but he was wide open. And again, that's more of the execution side that we're referring to. You don't get that open without proper execution. Everything but the finish there for the ORU offense. Forsyth brings it across with 22 on the timer. Gives it up for Davis, right wing. Davis with a crossover in the paint. Kicks it out. Left corner 3. Brown on the way. Too strong. And the rebound, Yamanuchi-Williams, but he hits the deck, but he gets fouled on the way there. Porter Mosier unhappy with a call on the other end, but it looks like that foul's going to go on Davis, as we're going to see Aaron Jacob check in for the first time for ORU with Cal Furnish. And Kai Rogers will see minutes here with OU for the first time. A highly touted recruit out of Wisconsin, played his senior year at Overtime Elite. Was actually teammates in high school with fellow freshman on Oklahoma, Jake Hansen, who has not played tonight. Yamanuchi-Williams with the front end of the 1-and-1, but it goes by the wayside off the left side of the rim. No good. And Brown will bring it across slowly with 2.5 minutes remaining in the ballgame. 88-62, Oklahoma in front. Brown working on Furnish. Still in between the circles now. Fades over to the right wing, and now Neve comes up with a steal. Skips through a double team. Neve lost it on the way in, then he slipped in the paint. Still has the loose ball, and now a tie-up. And what's the call going to be? And the foul is going to be on Ofri Neve on the loose ball, and that'll cause a 30-second timeout, it looks like. So what could have been a fast break bucket turns into a slip and a foul for Neve, unfortunately, with 2:14 left to go. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. Connor Clark here with you on the ORU Sports Network. Looking ahead for both teams, Oral Roberts will go to Fort Myers, Florida, and they will play in the Geico Coconut Hoops Invitational. They will take on Florida Gulf Coast, Kennesaw State, and Rice in that order on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. Should be a really awesome trip for this squad, and they'll learn a lot about themselves. As for Oklahoma, they'll take on Alcorn State here at home on Sunday at 1 o'clock, and then they'll play Marquette at a neutral site in Chicago. And a Marquette team that is off to kind of a head-scratching start under Shaka Smart, a team that has 0 new guys in the new landscape of college basketball. That is pretty shocking. Shaka Smart, no pun intended, trying out a new philosophy in the new age of college basketball, but I don't know if it's working necessarily. After that, it's a pretty rough 3-game stretch, really 4-game stretch, actually. Marquette on a neutral site, and then you play Wake Forest and Arizona State, both on the road. They'll play Arizona State in the Phoenix Suns Stadium, and then they'll come back to Oklahoma, and they will go to the Paycom Center, which is not too far from here, about 20 minutes, to take on Oklahoma State in the hardwood version of Bedlam, as we have an announcement over the loudspeaker from the referees. They're looking at whether or not there was an elbow involved, I believe, to see if there's a flagrant worthy call here or not. There's nothing intentional, but anytime somebody gets popped in the face, you got to go look at it. So we will see what the official call is here. But Oklahoma 88, ORU 62. 2:14 left to go in the ball game. And Oklahoma 3 points shy of their season average in points per game at 91. We told you about their offense. They shoot it at a 49% rate as a team. They're currently at 49% right now. And ORU will not win what they challenge to be a flagrant foul. So ORU loses that timeout with 2:14 left to go. Of course, not very consequential, of course, but they lose it regardless. It will be ORU ball. And they actually didn't call the foul on DeVay. Guess they wiped it off on the review. So Furnish lobs it up top for Aaron Jacob, who's seeing his first minutes. Now top of the key for Chase Martin. Back over to Jacob. He'll let one fly from the right wing. Rims in and out. And the rebound ripped down, and now it's loose. And Nwankwo comes up with a loose ball after poking it away from Jacob. And he throws it down with the right hand. And that is going to be a turnover potentially on Neve. Neve stumbled on the inbounds. They're actually going to keep it with Oral Roberts with 1:58 left. And Neve bounces it into Furnish. Furnish dribbles right into a double team, dribbles back out of it. Now Martin with it at the OU logo, gives it up for Killups. Actually faked the handoff, fooled me. Gave it up for Neve, left wing. Neve skips inside, right-handed layup up and good over a tough contest. Nice take from Ofri Neve. He's up to 13 points to lead all Golden Eagles here tonight. 90-64 as we approach 90 seconds left to play here in Norman. Empire Fence postgame show will come your way in just a few moments after the conclusion of our game. And there's a foul on Martin after a loose ball towards midcourt. So Martin picks up another foul, and we're going to see our first look at Reed Lovelace, the senior from Oklahoma City. A walk-on from Crossings Christian, same high school that Cal Furnish attended, just north of Oklahoma City in Edmond. First free throw is up and down from Nwankwo. Second one on the way after a couple of dribbles. Nwankwo rattles that one out, and the rebound back tap right to Neve. Furnish brings it up near side. 1:20 left to go in the ball game. Neve goes left wing. Neve surveys, working against Nwankwo. It's all over him. Neve trying to get around Nwankwo. Gets inside, right-handed layup off the front rim. Offensive rebound. Killups puts it home. Martin's Killups on the board for the first time in his collegiate career. Nice put back for the freshman from Latvia. Makes it 91-66 with 60 seconds left to go. Forsyth gets around the screen, tries to work around Furnish, gets to the block. Fadeaway jumper on the way, and that one rims out. Rebound, Kai Rogers. He cleans up the mess. It's a 93-66 with 47 seconds left to go as Neve will bring it across half court. Neve gets a screen to the right. It's a big-time screen from Jacob, who finds it on the roll, and Lovelace gets called for the foul. Much smaller Lovelace. He's listed at 5'10", and he may be 5'10" on a good day, but Aaron Jacob on the other side, a lot taller at 6'8". Jacob with a couple of dribbles. First free throw up and good. That's where he's found the majority of his points early on in his ORU career. He's now 8 of 9 from the stripe. Makes it 93-67. One more at the line. And it is up and good. Hits the front rim and rattles home. About an 8-second difference between shot and game clock. Likely be the final possession of the game for Oklahoma. Forsyth across the timeline, far sideline. Forsyth dribbling against Furnish, 15 to shoot. Now Forsyth drives inside from the right wing. Forsyth wanted to get to that fadeaway, threw it out for Lovelace, who's open. Passes up the open shot, lobs it underneath. Kai Rogers with a slam. An exclamation point for the Sooners on a dominant effort here on Thursday night. Shot clock off, 10 to play. Furnish inside, kicks it out for Neve. Neve drives right baseline with 6. He got it stripped, gives it up. Martin with a straight on 3 on the way. Banked it home with 2.2. Makes it 95-71, and that will do it. A dominant effort from Oklahoma here tonight as they beat Oral Roberts. The final score, the Sooners 95, Oral Roberts 71. Sooners up to 3-2 on the year. ORU falls to 2-4 before heading out to Florida and that 3-game tournament in the Coconut Hoops Invitational. We'll recap it all for you coming up on the Empire Fence postgame show. We will get you all the stats you need, and we'll have a conversation with the head coach, Corey Barnett. So all that and more coming up next. Don't go anywhere. This is Golden Eagle Hoops on the ORU Sports Network.
Family owned and operated since 1969, the Don Thornton Automotive Group is driven to make car buying easy and your ownership experience exceptional. Tulsa's choice for performance and luxury. Audi Tulsa, Don Thornton Cadillac, Jaguar Land Rover Tulsa, Don Thornton Volkswagen, and Lexus of Tulsa. Visit any of their dealerships on Memorial in Midtown or online at donthorntonauto.com.
Looking for delicious fried and rotisserie chicken? Look no further than Waldo's Chicken. Our Southern-style scratch-made sides are the perfect complement to our mouth-watering chicken. With dine-in, drive-through, and catering options, we got you covered for all occasions. Let us handle your next fundraising event, team lunch, or family gathering with our full-service catering options. Enjoy all your favorite sports with lots of TVs, and don't miss out on our daily food and drink specials each week. With 2 convenient locations at Broken Arrows, Tiger Hill Plaza, and 71st and Yale. Waldo's Chicken, the best fried chicken in Oklahoma.
Adventure, comfort, safety. The Acura MDX has it all. Perfect for family trips or weekend getaways. The Acura MDX keeps you connected, comfortable, and confident on every road. Drive one today at Grubbs Acura of Tulsa, where luxury meets peace of mind. The MDX, your journey elevated.
What's going on? This is Luke Gray. You're listening to ORU Basketball on the ORU Sports Network.
A full breakdown, reaction, and analysis of Golden Eagle basketball comes your way right now. Hear from head coach Corey Barnett and more on the Empire Fence postgame show. Once again, here's Connor Clark.
Welcome back here to Norman, Oklahoma, as we wrap things up. This is the Empire Fence postgame show on the ORU Sports Network. Oklahoma wins it by a final of 95-71. Let's get you the final stat categories here tonight. ORU shoots at 43%, 35 from 3, 80% from the free throw line. Turnovers plagued ORU all night long. They lost that battle 18-3. Got to give OU credit. They took care of the ball at a stellar rate. They shot at 51% from the field, 38% from 3, and 70% from the free throw line. Points off those turnovers, OU at 25 of them. ORU with just 2. ORU does win the rebounding battle here tonight, which you got to give them a lot of credit for. 38-34, 25-22 on the offensive glass, 13-12 on the, 25-22 on the defensive glass, 13-12 on the offensive glass. Second chance points favor OU, 21-18. Bench points, 28-19 in favor of the Sooners. Points of the paint, they outscore ORU 46-24. 4 Golden Eagles in double figures, and it's led by Ofri Neve with 13 points. Connor Dow threw in 12 with 4 threes. Great to see him get back on track from beyond the arc. Ty Harper and Yuto Yamanuchi-Williams each had 11 points. Leading rebounder for Oral Roberts here tonight, Chase Martin with 7 of them, and then a ton of Oral Roberts Golden Eagles with 5. Yamanuchi-Williams, Furnish with 5 rebounds. Good for him at 6 feet. Neve with 5, Dow with 5, and Turner with 5. On the other side, for Oklahoma, they were led by Wagee, 20 points on 9-12 shooting. Nigel Pack pitched in 18, and Tay Davis with 13 points. Leading rebounder for the Sooners here tonight was Wagee, 20-7 for him, and a bunch of other Sooners with a handful of rebounds. Second highest total is 5. Tay Davis with 13 and 5 here tonight. So Oral Roberts falls down to 2-4 with that Coconut Hoops Invitational coming your way starting on Monday in Fort Myers, Florida. And OU honestly gets a much-needed win before they embark on what is a pretty tough stretch coming up. They play 4 Power 5 conference opponents in their next 5 games, including Marquette, Wake Forest, Arizona State, and Oklahoma State. And after you lose a game, when you score 99 points, that is how you respond. So give credit to Oklahoma here tonight as they played well from start to finish, and they led it from start to finish. Once again, the final score 95-71. This is Connor Clark here on the ORU Sports Network. This is the Empire Fence postgame show. Empire Fence of Tulsa, leading a legacy built on excellence since 1955. Northeast Oklahoma's most trusted fence builder. Visit empirefence.net. That is empirefence.net. Well, once again, Oral Roberts going on the road to Florida. It should be a real fun trip. We'll have extensive coverage for you right here on the ORU Sports Network each and every single day. We are there. Tip-off time on Monday against Florida Gulf Coast, 6 Central, and then against Kennesaw State and Rice on Tuesday and Wednesday. It'll be 3:30 p.m. Central tips. You can catch the pregame show starting 20 minutes before each of those games. So it'll be exciting to have all of you along for the ride. Well, we'll take a break here on the Empire Fence postgame show, and then on the other side, we'll recap it with the head coach, Corey Barnett, following a 95-71 loss to the Sooners. So don't move. This is the Empire Fence postgame show right here on the ORU Sports Network.
Family owned and operated since 1969, the Don Thornton Automotive Group is driven to make car buying easy and your ownership experience exceptional. Tulsa's choice for performance and luxury. Audi Tulsa, Don Thornton Cadillac, Jaguar Land Rover Tulsa, Don Thornton Volkswagen, and Lexus of Tulsa. Visit any of their dealerships on Memorial in Midtown or online at donthorntonauto.com.
Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Tulsa has hundreds of 2025 Ram trucks that must be eliminated to make room for the 2026 models. They all must go. Patriot will discount 2025 Ram 1500s in stock up to $18,000. Plus, get 3.9% APR for 72 months. Ram 2500 heavy duties come with $17,000 in savings. Get to Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Tulsa, 46th and Memorial. Stock number 250143, MSRP 78404. Stock number 250676, MSRP 7535. Dealer retains all rebates.
This is number 4.
Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Pryor continues with our most successful promotion in decades. Patriot asks, are you upside down in your current vehicle? Meaning you owe more than it's worth. Let Patriot in Pryor get you out of that upside down vehicle with Patriot's exclusive $20,000 negative equity assistance program. Plus, enjoy up to $15,000 off new Ram trucks, Jeep Grand Cherokees, and Dodge Chargers. Get to Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Pryor today. Ram MSRP $81,975.
Basketball season is here, so let racers make sure you're on the ball for entertaining. Make it easy with our ready-to-grill items, like our jalapeno poppers and kebabs. We have fan favorites, like our sandwich trays from the deli, or team-themed cakes and cupcakes in the bakery. Reese's, the official grocery store of the ORU Golden Eagles.
At Bill Knight Ford, we're proud to bring you the power of 4 with Bill Knight Ford of Tulsa, Stillwater, Bartlesville, and now our all-new location in Veneta. You have access to a wider selection of vehicles, more service options, and a dedicated team.
Get the 2025 F-150 Super Crew for just $48,990 or the 2025 Explorer for just $43,660, both with 3.9% financing.
Visit any of our 4 locations to experience the power of 4 for yourself or shop BillKnightAuto.com today.
WAC from Ford Credit.
This is number 1, Ty Harper, and you're listening to Golden Eagle Basketball on ORU Sports Network.
Family owned and operated since 1969, the Don Thornton Automotive Group is driven to make car buying easy and your ownership experience exceptional. Tulsa's choice for performance and luxury. Audi Tulsa, Don Thornton Cadillac, Jaguar Land Rover Tulsa, Don Thornton Volkswagen, and Lexus of Tulsa. Visit any of their dealerships on Memorial in Midtown or online at donthorntonauto.com.
We'll give you back here on the Empire Fence postgame show. Connor Clark here with you on the ORU Sports Network as we await the head man, Coach Barnett, as he's finishing up with his team in the locker room. So we will get back to you on him as we'll have him on here in just a few moments. So big thanks to him, as always, for jumping on. A big thanks to our sports information director, Max Werner, for making that happen each and every single day as well. But let's take a look at what's coming up for Oral Roberts and just the overall schedule, and especially the ones away from home. It's going to be a really, really important week for this team because of just the caliber of opponent in which that they are going to play. And when I say that, it's very similar to what they're going to see night in and night out in the Summit League, in my opinion. I think you're going to see a lot of conference-like games, which will be great. And also, you get the quick turnaround at Coconut Hoops, which will really prepare you for the Summit League tournament coming up in March. I know that seems like it's eons away, but you'll blink, and it'll be here before you know it. But just some KenPom numbers on these teams that are coming up on the schedule if you're a basketball nerd like myself. Florida Gulf Coast is 144. Kennesaw State is 147. Rice is 196. Weber State is 229. And Montana State is 210. For reference, Tulsa is 112 right now. And, of course, that was a one-point ball game. So it's not like ORU is a stranger to that caliber of opponent. And, of course, they saw a top 70 KenPom team here tonight in Oklahoma. They were actually 63rd in KenPom coming into tonight's matchup. So, again, no stranger to the caliber of competition. And then, of course, Oklahoma State is even 10 spots higher than Oklahoma is on that KenPom rating. So it's not going to be a shell-shocking experience for this Oral Roberts team. And, of course, it'll be a lot of conference-like games as head coach Corey Barnett is coming our way now. But it's going to be a really, really important 5-game stretch, but a really, really entertaining one at that. So I am very much looking forward to bringing that to you guys, and hopefully you can join us for the journey each and every single night as we welcome in the head coach of the Golden Eagles, Corey Barnett, following our matchup against Oklahoma. Coach, as always, thanks so much for the time, sparing it for us. And I want to start with your team's toughness on the boards, especially in the second half. You guys win the rebound battle here tonight against an Oklahoma team that you knew that you were going to be a little bit undersized against and a little bit, say, less athletic against, but you guys were able to control the boards, and honestly, I thought that was really, really impressive.
Yeah, I mean, I just told the team it sounded insane, but I thought for 40 minutes that was our best efforts on two ends of the floor. I was incredibly proud. Like they shot it well, they executed their game plan well in terms of Oklahoma, and they played a very good game. But we made them play a good game to be able to beat us like that. Obviously, we got really hurt in the paint, and the majority of the game was won with our turnovers. And thankfully, it wasn't the same as Haskell, where I thought it was uncharacteristic, casual turnovers that we had against Haskell. Here, it was their pressure and the way they got into us. It affected us in a real way. But overall, winning the glass and the way we moved the ball and how unselfish we were, there were 2 or 3 inflection points where our guys didn't separate when they could have. There was zero body language. They were great in the huddles. They were connected. They were fighting every possession. We talk about space wars, those 50-50 plays. I thought we put our nose in there consistently. We were never soft in those moments. Oklahoma beat us, and they played great. But I loved our guys' fight tonight.
It seemed like as the game went on, the energy, especially out of timeouts, only rose, and so did the execution level. You guys were really able to get some really clean looks.
I agree. No, the guys moved the ball, and again, like their pressure bothered us. But once we settled in, it's hard to simulate that level of athlete in practice. Like we haven't. Obviously, Oklahoma State, but I think Oklahoma State's a little bit more skill and physicality. This because they're in the SEC for a reason. They have a lot of athleticism, really 1 through 5, and they came out and because Luke Gray's pick and pop, they switched us 1 through 5, and that bothered us. But then we settled in and we figured it out. We got to our counter strikes, and I thought overall the guys showed a very mature, connected fight tonight, regardless of what the result is.
Connor Dow got it going from 3 tonight, was 4 of 7. How does that make you feel as this head coach, knowing that obviously you can do that on a night-to-night basis? Of course, you struggled as of late, but seeing those go in has got to be a huge weight lifted off of his shoulders.
Massive. And, it shouldn't be a weight off his shoulders. Connor Dow is one of the best shooters in the country. He's one of the best players in the country. And I want that kid playing with the most confidence and stepping on that court knowing I'm the best player in this court and having that type of swagger and confidence to him in everything that he does. And when he does that, he's great. And I thought tonight that what he did defensively, what he did offensively, I thought he was really good in a lot of different moments. Now, the biggest key for him is the 1 assist, 3 turnovers. He's got to take care of the ball, but I was proud of what he did tonight.
Yeah, he was really, really good offensively. Last thing for you here, Coach. How do you think this game tonight prepares you for what's coming up ahead? Because you guys play 5 conference-like opponents, and it's going to be a huge week, or a couple weeks rather, for your team.
Massive. No, I mean, the 3 games in Florida, just like those teams just keep getting better. Florida Gulf Coast goes at Samford and plays, and that's a road game for us. So it'll be a hard 3 games. But honestly, like I've mentioned to you before, some of the more pivotal times is during these MTs. You get 3 games in 3 days. A lot of the scout gets thrown out. You get to go just play ball and play hard, and that's what we pride ourselves on. And so I'm really looking forward to the opportunity. Tonight's a big night to get back, get rest, get sleep, and then tomorrow a ton of prep and rehab, which will be important for them.
Well, Coach, as always, thanks so much for the time, and we'll talk to you in Florida.
You're the man.
Well, that is head coach Corey Barnett, post-Oklahoma. Big thanks to him for always jumping on, and always great stuff from KB. And, of course, I think that's a really interesting point of view, especially because that's the only one you're going to get is from the head coach. And him saying that that's their best 40 minutes on both sides of the ball, I think you can make arguments for that because, again, as he mentioned, I thought that was a really good point. The turnovers tonight were a lot different than the turnovers for Haskell. It felt like the Haskell turnovers were, for lack of a better word, lazy, kind of lethargic, and very uncharacteristic, is what Coach said. And tonight, it was more of Oklahoma's physicality. Again, an SEC school. It's a physical league and a really talented league. And I thought that was great perspective there from Corey Barnett. And, of course, this type of team will toughen you up for what's ahead. And, again, a lot of conference-like games. It's going to be a really, really massive 5-game stretch. And credit to this coaching staff for scheduling said 5-game stretch in their first season as the staff here at Oral Roberts. So big thanks to KB as always, and always great stuff with him on the mic. So that'll do it for us here from Norman. Empire Fence postgame show winding down. Once again, the final score, Oral Roberts falls, coincidentally, by the same final score in which they've lost before at 95-71. Both Oklahoma State and Oklahoma 95-71 finals, but you really like the execution and the toughness. And, of course, the rebounding battle for ORU down the stretch here tonight in Norman. So that'll do it for us. A big thanks to all of our sponsors, as always. A big thanks to our ORU Sports Network crew, as always. And a massive thanks to all of you for making us a part of your Thursday night festivities. We'll take a break this weekend, and then we'll talk to you again from sunny and 84 degrees Fort Myers, Florida, on the campus of Florida Gulf Coast for the Coconut Hoops Invitational. It's going to be 3 days of fun, fury, chaos, you name it, but it is arguably one of the best weeks of the sports calendar, which is Feast Week. So we'll talk to you again then coming Monday as Oral Roberts faces off against Florida Gulf Coast. This is Connor Clark saying so long from the Lloyd Noble Center on the campus of the University of Oklahoma. We'll talk to you on Monday. Have a great rest of your night. This has been Golden Eagle Basketball on the ORU Sports Network.